Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Ref the District's play-by-play and live commentary of the Washington Commanders facing off against the New England Patriots, a battle of two teams that just aren't doing very well. And if you're a masochist, as Michael here is calling Yam, you might want to turn away because this is going to be an ugly game, Stoner. But it's okay. There might be some happiness in your life if you head over to Bet Online, because the last of the major pro sports leagues is off and rolling, and college basketball is ready to go as well. Bet Online remains your top spot for all your live betting action and contests. NFL, college football, UFC, NHL are in full swing. BetOnline is your number one source for wagering, news, odds, trends, and predictions. All the hoops betting action along with every sport available at your fingertips with both desktop and mobile access at any time. Head to BetOnline today and remember to use our promo code BELIEVE for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. The ad business out of the way, we got Don't Sleep people in here as well. Nicole always first up and ready to go. And I tell you what, if you did not get that extra hour of sleep, you might need a don't sleep energy for today's game, Stoner. I don't think it's going to be very, very exciting. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun.
Yes.
Here in this channel, we appreciate everybody jumping in here, but I just don't know that the game's going to be very exciting.
I think you're wrong, Nathan. I think there's going to be a lot of excitement in this game. It's not going to be like a lot of offensive explosion excitement, but there's going to be a lot of big plays here and there by the defenses. There's going to be some big plays and all that. And OPG Bubbles, hopefully you went into Bet Online and put those $500 as a first timer. You would actually have $750 on this game, and only 500 of it would have been yours. That would have been the smart thing to do. But
Washington's not favored too, so that's good. Hopefully, we're hoping Bubbles gets a nice big payday here.
That's a big
what's the plan, Bubbles, with that money you're going to win? As Washington has a good shot at winning this game. Neither of these teams are very good. If we go position by position, I'm taking Sam Howell over Mac Jones.
Sure.
I don't think either offensive line is very good, so we'll say that's a push. Our wide receivers are clearly better, even without Curtis Samuel, who is inactive today. We'll get to that in a little bit. And then tight ends, probably a push there. Maybe you give a little bit of edge to Patriots, or if you're a homer, you can give it to us. It doesn't matter to me. Running backs, push. Defensive, I take Jonathan Allen pretty much over anybody they have on theirs. And then we got Daron Payne. So I feel like the defensive line might benefit us, especially with some injuries on the Patriots side of the house. Linebackers, does anyone know who's playing linebacker for the Patriots?
Does anybody care?
Does anybody care? So we surely don't have the linebackers here. Cornerbacks, we can, pretty much the only thing they have going for them right now is Bill Belichick, in my opinion.
Absolutely. And that's a big advantage, Nathan. Don't kind of just push it aside and say, oh, they've got Belichick, so they have coaching on us. Well, coaching matters. And I think that's a huge advantage and probably why they're a little bit favored, even though they're at home. So that gives them kind of that 3-point push on their side. So if it's 2.5 right now, I think Yam says it's 2.5 at this point. This is a pick 'em type game. Anybody can win this game. I don't think anybody would be surprised if either team wins. And so I think this is I think we're going to be surprised about how Washington plays this week. Coming off of the week from before with the whole Chase and Montez and all the craziness that happened, and all the rumors leaking, and then Montez getting that big contract. And did they even have a press conference for Chase in San Francisco? I don't remember. I didn't see anything, but
I didn't see one actually. I
was just curious.
We did see the Montez one get passed around a little bit.
Absolutely.
But maybe, it did kind of, the confirmation of everything with Chase happened a little bit later than the Montez Sweat one.
And they're on the West Coast, so who knows if they did one late or something. We just never kind of saw it. But you would think you'd see something, like any sort of clips of Chase over there in San Francisco, kind of like when you saw Montez with that Bears, all those Bears logos behind him and everything. And you never saw that with Chase that I saw. Yeah, Tommy says that they're on a bye week. That
that was one of the reasons why it just took longer for that to process.
But maybe next week they'll have a press conference when they're all back and everything.
Sure.
So that's a fair point. That could be. But anyway, the whole point is that there's just a lot of craziness that goes on. And then I just think this is one of those weeks that kind of galvanizes the team a little bit and gets them, there's like a little shot at them saying, hey, this new ownership doesn't care who you are. If you're not performing, or if you have a contract that's coming up, we're not afraid to move on. I don't care if you were a number 2 draft pick. I don't care if you were a first round draft pick. It doesn't matter. So I think this is something that probably galvanizes this team for this week. And then you're playing a not very good team. I know I've said it before with the Giants, and I said it before with the Bears, but I just feel good about this game.
You're killing us, man. You're killing us with those references there. We got C-Note in the house. What up, RTD? Let's get this one.
Let's do it.
Going to be without one of his favorite targets this season, as Curtis Samuel is inactive. Who else is inactive for Washington?
Yeah, kind of curious this week with their inactives. Of course, Curtis Samuel, that's because of injury. And same with Stromberg. That's because of injury. They're on the 53, but not on the IR. So they are inactive this week. But a bunch of guys that they brought up from the practice squad are inactive today. So that's Tariq Castro Fields. He was brought up from the practice squad, but then made inactive.
Mm-hmm.
Tackle Alex Akinblue, same thing. Brought up, made inactive. Guard Nolan Offenberg, brought up, inactive. And then you've got Curtis Hodges and Mitchell Tinsley, who have basically been inactive almost every game this year, except for early on they were in. But that's who's inactive for Washington. And there's a little bit of curiosity. So they're only going with 8 linemen this week. You got your 5 starters. If anybody gets hurt at tackle, that's Cornelius Lucas. He's your swing tackle. If anybody gets hurt at guard, I got news for y'all. Nick Gates is playing guard if anybody gets hurt. If Cosme or Chris Paul get hurt, Nick Gates is coming in. That's who your swing guard is. So get ready for that if that happens. And of course, center. He's your center replacement as well in case anything happens to Tyler Larson. And then you have Trent Scott is your other offensive line. So they're only going with 8. A lot of times you go with 9, sometimes even 10. They're going with 8 today. They're kind of rolling the dice. So I don't know why you bring those guys up and then not play them and make them inactive. I don't understand
that's very interesting because, as I mentioned before, you only get so many times to be able to bring up players from the practice squad before you actually have to sign them to the 53. And you just essentially wasted one of those call ups today with those players. So it's going to be interesting. Maybe there was some kind of game time decisions that they were having to make, and whether or not certain players were going to be ready, even though they weren't necessarily on the injury designation.
Could be.
Maybe Ron Rivera was just like, hey, let's just in case this guy trips and falls down the steps of the airplane, we need to make sure these guys are active. So
fair enough.
The biggest one is going to be, of course, Curtis Samuel not playing for Washington today. I mentioned before, he's been one of Sam Howell's favorite targets. He's been flourishing in this Eric Bieniemy offense that has been all air attack. And Curtis Samuel's been shining. I mean, he's showing us the reason why he was signed to that 3-year deal, 3 years ago, Stoner. He's finally coming out, and this is the Ferrari out of the garage, as so to speak, and everything like that.
Yep.
What's him missing how's that going to impact the offense? Who's stepping up, and what's going to happen here?
Yeah, that's also quite interesting. You do have your 3 backup receivers, which is Crowder, Diami, and Byron Pringle. They're all healthy and active today. So probably you're going to see Jamison Crowder in that slot position that Curtis Samuel plays. Look, Jamison Crowder has been a nice find kind of off the scrap heap late in the training camp. It was right before the regular season, I think, when they brought him up. So he's been a nice find. He's been playing really well. Last week he was excellent. He had almost 100 yards receiving and that great touchdown in the corner of the end zone. So I think he can step into that role. But as good as Crowder is, like, Curtis Samuel is a little bit different kind of guy. He can do things that sometimes you don't take notice of. He's good at yards after contact. He's very slippery. He finds those little spots in the zone. And he has a lot more experience working with Sam Howell during the course of the training camp and then into the year. So I think Jameson Crowder will be fine, but watch for those kind of communication mistakes that could happen in terms of finding Jameson Crowder when Curtis Samuel might have done something different and Sam expects him to do what Curtis Samuel does. Jameson Crowder does something different. So keep an eye on that. But Jameson Crowder definitely fully capable of taking the place of Curtis Samuel.
Yeah, we'll definitely be monitoring that as it goes along. While Stoner pulls up the inactives for the Patriots, Al Capone rocking a throwback Darrell Green, my favorite player of all time.
Oh,
and that's actually, it's sad that I don't have a quality jersey of his, so I need to fix that. I need to fix that one. I am repping Terry McLaurin today. It is an older jersey. But
Redskins jersey.
It is a Redskins jersey, but I am rocking the Terry McLaurin today. I just feel like he's, especially with Curtis Samuel out, I feel like we're in for one of these 11, 12 target type days, even though when we were talking with Christopher Price from the Patriots side of things, he said that Bill Belichick's going to take down your favorite threat, right? And that's Terry McLaurin. So I just feel like we're gonna just go with him regardless, because that's just the type of player Terry McLaurin is. But we'll see.
We'll see. I was just thinking when you said that about the Darrell Green and he's your favorite player and McLaurin, I don't know if I've ever singled out who my favorite all-time Washington player is. I don't know if I've figured that out, if I've narrowed it completely down. And I'll be honest, there's a guy under the radar that you probably wouldn't pick for me as my favorite all-time player. He's a current player.
Under the radar is not going to be Cam Curl.
Well, he's under the radar in terms of everybody's like favorite all-time players. He might be my favorite all-time player.
Cam Curl?
He might be.
He's celebrating an Arkansas victory over your Florida Gators in the swamp.
Yeah, it's true. Our stupid kicker missed a 40-something yarder to win the game in regulation.
That's a great question. Answer that in the comment section here for us. Who is your favorite player?
Yeah.
Imagine we won't see Rally Cat, as there's not a great spot for Golden.
No, I'm back in the office today, instead of downstairs in the living room. So no cats today. No Rally Cats.
No Rally Cats. Hopefully we do not need that one for this victory against the Patriots. Who's inactive on the other side of the field?
Yeah, there's a big one that's inactive, and that's Devontae Parker. He was a guy that they weren't sure that was going to play or not this week, but Devontae Parker is inactive. So look, their biggest threat is Ramondre Stevenson running the ball and out of the backfield, Hunter Henry, and then as Christopher Price said from the Boston Globe, he said Pop Douglas, the rookie 6th rounder, I believe, out of Liberty. He's really stepped up, so he's a guy to watch, especially with Devontae Parker out. And then you've got tackle Trent Brown, cornerback Alex Austin, wide receiver Kayshon Boutte, defensive end Sam Roberts, and quarterback Will Grier. These are all active. So their backup is Brady Zappi. And then what happened to Malik Cunningham?
He got cut again.
Also active? Oh, he got
cut again. Yeah.
After that horrendous performance.
Yeah.
I don't remember when that was. That preseason or was that during? No.
Well, so they've brought him in and they've taken him out. They've tried him out as like a trick player, like a slash type player.
Yeah.
And it's just not working out. The Patriots just keep toying with him. It's an interesting thing there that's going on. It is going to be very interesting to see this passing attack, because this is one that we're saying maybe you play Emmanuel Forbes more than you have, because there's not a talent on the other side that had been abusing Emmanuel Forbes, right?
Yeah.
Because Emmanuel Forbes was putting together some solid games prior to Stephon Diggs, tearing him apart, prior to AJ Brown tearing him apart.
Who else?
And then you just kind of looked at it and you're like, okay, well, maybe this guy needs to sit. I mean, he was putting together not great games, but at least decent games
Yeah.
And then Washington now trying to sit him. They've mentioned you can't hide him, right? You can't sit there. There's only 11 guys on the field. You put them on the field. In Philadelphia, we saw this. They put motion out there because they're like, yeah, AJ Brown against Emmanuel Forbes, we'll take it.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah, the game plan to put their best player on our technically worst defensive back.
And so I think, I want to give him more time, before
this is the game.
Before people get critical of him. And I think this would be a good game to see him. The problem is I think that might disrupt what Washington's been doing. So we'll see how many times we see Emmanuel Forbes. They have been playing him about 5 defensive snaps these past few games. Can he break 10 snaps today? If Washington starts to, really get rolling, or he's showing in the 5 snaps they give him that he is doing what they want him to do, give him more snaps. And we've seen this coaching staff do this with players before, where it's like they're on a pitch count because of health reasons, trying to get back in. Chase Young was being one, and then they were responding very well. So it's like, okay, keep them in, because why not? If they're rolling, I think they need to do that with Emmanuel Forbes. Give him some snaps. If he's performing well, keep him in. Play that hot hand at cornerback. Danny Johnson's been fine. He's been serviceable. Right.
Sure.
It's he does have the one very big gaffe from last week where Devontae Smith was just running free.
Sure.
But outside of that, I mean, I thought he's been fine. But let's try to get Emmanuel Forbes, your first round pick this year, some more time.
Yeah, and I think he put out on his Instagram yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, he put, "I'm back." So that tells me that the coaches have informed him that he's going to get in more snaps, maybe even start this game. Because you're right, this is the perfect opportunity. You do not have a bunch of guys over there in New England that you're scared of. I don't care that this Pop Douglas is getting some good run in terms of the media over there. He's not Tyreek Hill. He's not A.J. Brown. He's not Stephon Diggs, at least not yet. So I wouldn't be afraid to put Emmanuel Forbes on him, give him the help that he needs, and let him build that confidence and understand what he's seeing in front of him over and over again. And so I think this is the game for that. You don't want to do it next week when you've got DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and Jackson Smith and Jigba in Seattle, out in Seattle. That's not the game to bring him back. Bring him back this game for some healthy amount of snaps, and then assess how he played and see what you want to do going forward.
We had a lot of people comment on their favorites. A lot of them were your expected Dexter Manley, John Riggins, Art Monk,
good one,
Sean Taylor, Cooley. I loved Cooley years, man. Cooley. He was always Captain Chaos. There was a good one. You can tell the age of some players or some people like TJ here when he mentioned Sean Taylor and Cooley, right? Like that's a very specific one there. Yeah, Roger gonna go with Wilbur Marshall right after Yam said surprise Stoner didn't say
Florida
Wilbur
guy.
Marshall.
Wilbur Marshall's a Florida guy for sure.
Larry Brown says Michael, a lot of Sean Taylor's. Ryan Kerrigan, that was I have a Ryan Kerrigan jersey there. Art Monk, like I said, lots of people mentioning those. One of the biggest reasons why Darrell Green is mine is, and Mike's as well, played 20 years as a Redskin. I mean, one team, 20 years. Like the guy played at such a high level, like even when he was out there at 42 years old, he's running with these young guys, and it's just amazing to watch. I mean, it's just
first ballot Hall of Famer. Yeah. He's on the Mount Rushmore of greatest players in Redskins history for sure. He's in the top 4, and I get it. I'm just one of those guys. I like those under the radar guys. I like the guys that not everybody loves.
Sure.
So that's why I usually go for
everybody. I don't know anybody who doesn't love Cam Curl. If you're under the radar for people who don't love, I found Trev's burner account. Josh here with the trap key. Troy Apke. Yeah, that's of course a joke there, but Trev really does love him some Troy Apke. That is a fact. That is not a joke. I don't know what it is, but that man loves himself some Troy Apke. we were talking about the defense there for Washington, and Gregory saying Hunter Henry is going to have a big day. If you're a
Yeah.
favorite player, Cam Curl
Yeah.
has his way. That won't be the case. Who's going to win that battle today, Hunter Henry or Cam Curl?
Well, I'm putting my money on Cam Curl if it's Cam Curl lining up across Hunter Henry, but that's not
Fair.
what this defense is usually designed to do. They'll usually cover a tight end with a linebacker. So you're going to see a lot of Jamin Davis, or maybe Jamin Davis usually gets focused on their running back. So he'll probably have a lot of responsibility with Ramondre Stevenson, but then that leaves who's the backup? Is it David Mayo? You're going to see a lot of David Mayo on Hunter Henry or Khalil Hudson or whoever it may be. But yeah, if I go one-on-one with Hunter Henry and Cam Curl, I'm taking Cam Curl all day. That's the way this defense is built, though. You might see St. Just on Hunter Henry quite a bit, as a matter of fact. If Hunter Henry kind of lines up in the slot,
sure,
from the line a little bit, you might see St. Just on him, which I don't hate that matchup either. Hunter Henry's a lot more physical, a lot bigger, but St. Just can handle that sort of assignment. Hunter Henry's not Gronk, okay? He's not Kelsey. He's a good receiver. He's Logan Thomas. Hunter Henry is Logan Thomas. Sure. So if you want to cover, you want to put your best defender on Logan Thomas, then you'll see what happens from there. So yeah, he's not that great, but he's good.
It'll be very interesting. As we mentioned, several of those passing options for the Patriots out today. So you might see some Gesicki. Just hopefully we do not have to see him doing the gritty there. We've kind of buried this for as long as we can. We did very briefly talk about Chase Young a little bit there, but this is going to be the first game this defense has been playing since the trade deadline.
Yeah.
Montez Sweat, Chase Young out. Let's not focus so much on their impact or them missing, right? Let's focus on what are we going to see from Casey Toohill, James Smith-Williams, F.A. Obata. What's that rotation looking like today?
Well, I think what you need to look at, and by the way, KJ Henry and Andre Jones Jr. are both active today as well. So you're going to see that rotation of the three guys you mentioned, plus possibly some KJ Henry and Andre Jones Jr. as well. But what you're going to see is you are going to see rotation. You're not going to see one guy. You're not going to see Casey Toohill play 90% of the snaps like Chase and Montez were doing there for a little bit anyway. And what you're going to see a little bit different, and I'm not trying to pile on the guy because he's gone, is you're going to see a different effort level from at least who's ever replacing on Chase's side. You're going to see guys chasing the ball. You're going to see guys getting after the quarterback. You're going to see exotic blitzes. You're going to see things different than what you saw before, which was four guys trying to control that line of scrimmage because, as Jonathan Allen always said, we're 4 first-rounders. We should be able to beat our guys every time, which they weren't doing. So now you're going to see some guys who are doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you're going to see some different blitzes on Mac Jones, and then you're going to ask your defense to be able to cover those guys downfield. And I don't think you're going to have too much of you're going to see a different defense today than we've seen all year, especially with those defensive ends rotating in and out, and you're going to see a different effort level. I truly believe that.
I think that's fair. And what I will say with this is don't get carried away when this defense shows to a better presence today.
Sure.
This is the Patriots offense, right? So the biggest overreaction that I expect to have today from people is that Washington gets like 5 sacks and they hold Patriots to like 13 points or something like that. And then everybody says, see, Chase Young and Montez Sweat were the problem. Like, let's pump the brakes just a little bit.
Let's see it over a period of time rather than just one game. And like you said, let's see it against this Seattle offense. Let's see it against the Cowboys and the 49ers, teams that have real offensive weapons. Patriots don't have that. So I agree with you, Nathan.
Yeah, I do think there'll be some things that we'll see today that will be consistent with this defense without those two premier players, and that's probably going to be more consistent run stopping, avoiding the big plays on the ground. And I think
Mhm.
that's a large part, as even though I've said it before that the Chase Young freelancing has been overplayed, there were times that he absolutely, tried shooting a gap, trying to make a play, and then he loses that contain.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah,
you see a big play happen from that. And so
absolutely.
I don't think Montez Sweat and Chase Young are good at what they do. I'm going to drop the very, but they're good at what they do. They get high pressure. They had the pressure rates and everything like that. They're fantastic. And I don't know that you replicate that with the KC2 Hill. I don't know that you replicate that with the James Smith Williams, but with those two players, you're going to have them play to the scheme, because much like a David Mayo or a John Bostic type situation, they're
Mhm.
steps slower. Okay. So
Yeah.
they have to play smarter
Mhm.
to be productive.
And
And
with
that,
more effort, Nathan.
and with more effort. And so that's,
Mhm.
yeah, KC Two Hill's got a high motor. He reminds me a lot of Ryan Kerrigan in that
Mhm.
fact, right? Where he's just relentless. He's just going to keep going until,
Yep.
the whistle's been blown. And I think that's fantastic here.
And I think also we can't dismiss this important part of it as well. Look, Chase and Montez were both up for contracts. You see what sort of contract that Montez got in Chicago. Massive contract. 70 something million guaranteed. 100 million possibility over the course of 4 years. He knew he was getting paid.
Mhm.
Chase Young, for all his flaws and everything, Chase Young is going to get paid. He might
Yes.
not get Montez money, but he's going to get $20 million a year in this offseason. Who it's from, I don't know. But so they knew that. Casey Toohill, James Smith Williams, F.A. Obata, they're also free agents at the end of the year, but they're playing just to get somebody to offer them a contract.
Yeah.
So they have to put things out on tape out there, and they have to prove that they're team players, that they're willing to work within a system, that they do have a high motor and they can get after quarterbacks. And then you've got their backups, KJ Henry and Andre Jones, who are basically end of the roster guys. They're draft picks, but they're very low draft picks.
Fifth round, seventh round. Yeah, that's
So they've
difference.
got something. They've got something to prove there. So what you got is you've got 5 guys who are going to give it everything that they've got for the rest of the season because they have a lot to prove. That's not the case with the 2 guys that left. Those 2 guys didn't have anything to prove. They were getting paid no matter what.
Yeah,
No
those guys are going to earn single digit millions, not multiple millions.
Not
20s.
20s.
Those guys are looking to get to year 10 in the NFL where you get some benefits. Dominique bringing up one of the big discussions this week, as Mike Florio floated it out there, that Washington would be interested in trading for Bill Belichick. We said, do not buy into that. That is not something to buy into. Dominique, I'm going to say it right now. I'm pretty sure you might not be the only person, but if it's you, me, and Stoner, you're the only person. All right. No, we do not want Bill Belichick here.
No.
I do not think that'd be a smart move for Washington. And please do not. Stoner, we got our first one way back. Daniel in here. Go ahead and hit it for us on the audio version, Stoner.
Run the ball. Absolutely.
Washington's going to need to see a good dose of B Rob there, and Antonio Gibson, maybe Chris Rodriguez. We didn't see him in Philadelphia. That was a big surprise. Big time surprise to not see him. And John showing us some love here. Love y'all's show. I'm in Dayton, Ohio, and too cheap to pay for tickets. So this is my way to watch games. So glad I found y'all. Been watching you religiously. Well, John, thanks for tuning in. And I am sure you've already hit that like button, but let's encourage everybody else to hit that like button as well. Let us know in the comment section as well. What is your game prediction? Stoner and I both taking Washington on this one. Although I will say my confidence level is a little bit lower this morning than it was yesterday or the day before. I don't know, Stoner. I just kind of woke up and I was like, this is one of those games where Washington just gets snake bit, and I don't like that. I do have wardrobe changes available, but I'm just like,
I do too.
I'm not. One, you can't take anything for granted here with Washington, right? There's no such thing as a gimme game. This is a winnable game, but by no means Washington. Even though at the beginning of this, we talked about the only thing they have going for them is Bill Belichick, and Washington's more talented. I think it was Gregory who put in the chat there, where it doesn't matter if we're more talented. We got to be able to put it together, and Washington has not been able to put it together. And I'm just worried that this is going to be one of those games where we fall flat on our face again.
They have not put a full game together yet this year. That is true. In the 3 games that they've won, Arizona, Denver, remind me who the third win was against. Arizona, Denver went 2-0. Atlanta. They have not put together a full game offensive and defensively yet this year. I think this might be that game, Nathan. I woke up feeling really good about their chances this week. You're the opposite, but I feel really good about it. I don't think it's going to be this big blowout. They're not going to jump out to a 27-0 lead or anything. But I think they're going to have a handle on the game for most of the game. It's going to be tight, but I think Washington does have a handle on the game most of the way through.
A lot of people are saying Washington in there. David is going to go with that blowout, 15-4 to 12. Washington.
Let's go.
Would love it. I would love nothing more. Gregory, 23-20, right? I get it. They have to prove something here. And this goes to what I was talking about before, TJ pointing out the broadcast stat they shared. Terry has 29% of the team's receiving yards, leads the NFL. Justin Jefferson at 28 is second there. And I just think that he's so important to this team here as we're listening to the defensive end movement here from the broadcast here before the game.
You knew that was a storyline.
Oh yeah, it's going to be, and I just hope that KC2 Hill gets his, and you're going to hear the KC2 Hill chant, and we got the choo choos,
that's right.
And
we haven't got a choo choo sound effect.
We do not. I looked for it myself, and they didn't have a good one. So
okay.
I maybe I just record a choo choo, but we'll see here.
I feel good, Nathan. I feel good about this.
Washington's going to receive the opening kickoff here. And the kick is away. Here we go.
Oh, he might
Antonio Gibson looks like he's willing to return this one. This one's from the back of the end zone. Able to stay upright after there. There we go. Now we got a good run, and he's going to move all the way out to what I think was the 40-yard line. Big time return there for Antonio Gibson to start us off.
Always look for flags on the special teams plays. I don't see any. Good start. Let's go.
Yeah. Antonio Gibson took that one from the end zone, and he had a guy who tripped him up around the 10-yard line.
Yep.
He stays upright, and he puts Washington at the 36.
Very good.
Big return. Good field position. I think that also just gets you motivated, right? Like as a team, you're like, you see that big return.
Good start. Yeah.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for Washington.
No.
Sam Howell looking to throw, does dump this one off to Brian Robinson, taking those short yards there, and picks up about 3 on that one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
It did look like he had to go through progression. His first guy wasn't there, but it was designed as a quick drop and a quick throw. So he did get the pressure and dropped it off to a safety valve. Good start.
Yeah, a little sidearm action there as well to get rid of that ball to Brian Robinson, his little check down. We are going to see Jamison Crowder in motion. This will be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who goes to the right-hand side, pushes forward, is going to set up 3rd and short here.
That's what
see where they mark this one.
Yep. So it looks like it'll be 2 yards. If they started the 36, they're at the 44. But that's what Brian Robinson does well. The one thing I do like about Brian Robinson, he always pushes that pile and moves it a little bit forward, as he did on that play. All right. 3rd and short.
3rd and 2 it is here. And it is a long 2. It's
2.5.
It's a long 2, as we're going to see Byron Pringle, who's 3, right? He's changed his number to
blitz.
3. Here we go.
Picked up.
Sam getting this one away. Oh, Jahan Dotson drops it at the line to gain. And we've returned to that, Stoner. We've returned to that. Jahan Dotson has this one. See how it goes. He just does a drag route. And I mean, maybe the pass was just too fast here. I mean, it's a little bit behind, but again, it just hits him in the hands and the arms, and Tress lays out the punt. Yeah.
That's disappointing. Disappointing. Think about that. You keep that drive going, you keep that clock going with the first down there. Very disappointing. Now you got to get your defense right out there.
So Tressway's punt is going to get that fair catch call, and he's going to be between the 15 and the 16-yard line. There was Douglas receiving that. So the defense coming out here to take on Mac Jones. I shared a stat earlier in this week, Stoner, during one of our daily Commanders updates, and Sam Howell has essentially like a true completion rating or so. It's not that's a different stat, but he's thrown a catchable pass like 73% of the time. But he only has a completion percentage of 67. It means 6% of his passes have been catchable, but have not been caught. And that is just horrendous. He ranks 15th in the league in that difference there. Mac Jones in shotgun, looking to pass, gets this one away real quick. St. Juiced in coverage, but this looks to be a first down from Douglas.
Douglas. That's the guy that Christopher Price said should have a big game, or they expect to have a big game. And that is one of those. That was tight coverage. That was a good throw right on the hands, and he made a tough catch. I see Emmanuel Forbes is out there for this, but that's the type of play that why can't Jahan make that catch? I don't get it. I'm still reeling from that drop, Nathan.
This one is going to be Stevenson, who's already hit Deron Payne, and James Smith-Williams gets the tackle here on Stevenson as he had nowhere to go. He just hopped right in there, and he already had 2 white jerseys. Deron Payne's trying to like struggle to get away from his guy because he was being held backwards. Khaleke Hudson and Jamin Davis getting the start. Jamin Davis was wearing the green dot last week. I imagine that's going to continue there. And Emmanuel Forbes did get the start.
Yeah. I don't see him out there now, though. He's not out there.
He's going to go motion out wide. Quick pass out to Stevenson. Not able to bring this one in. That will set up 3rd and 9.
Hey, I was wondering on that stat that you brought up that he had 73% catchable throws, but only 67% were actually caught. What is that on the quarterback or is that on the receivers?
If he throws a catchable pass and they're not caught, right? That's on the wide receivers.
Oh, okay. You framed it though, or at least I got from what you said is that it was on Mac Jones. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Mac Jones, similar numbers, but only 4% of his
and that was
catchable passes. Yeah, that was Sam Howell here. This is going to be a first down as Stevenson beats Jamin Davis to the ball and moves the sticks there for the Patriots.
And that was a case on that play that there was plenty of time for Mac Jones to find Stevenson coming out of the backfield.
This time we're going to see another run right into the middle. And again, not getting very many yards on the run here. And only 2 yards there.
F.A. Obata took a little cut block. I don't like those cut blocks, man. Those are dangerous, but they're allowed.
They're dangerous.
So far, they haven't been able to run on Washington yet, but Mac Jones is 3 for 4, I think. Oh, 2 for 3. It's right there in the screen. My bad.
So this time we're going to see another run right into the middle there, and plowing his way forward with a little bit of an angry run was Stevenson, setting up 3rd and short. And it looked like he just rocked Jamin Davis.
It was Khaleke Hudson, but that's the difference.
David Mayo. No, Mayo ended up finishing the tackle here.
That was Khaleke. Watch Khaleke.
What's it? Yeah, it was Khaleke. And
that's
Khaleke held his own, yeah.
He's a little smaller than what you'd want from a linebacker coming through the middle like that. I think they're running it here.
It is 3rd and short. It's shotgun as you see motion happening there. I believe that was Douglas. Quick pass. That's Henry getting that first down. Cam Curl in coverage with one of the linebackers. I think Jamin Davis was out there.
So they're doing, New England is doing what you should be doing, which is nice short drops by your quarterback. If he's struggling, get those short drops. He hasn't stepped back and thrown anything downfield, and the receivers are catching it. Unlike
it was a rub route that got Henry away from Cam Curl that gave him just enough separation for that pass here. 1st and 10. Jones, quick pass. Douglas was the intended target. St. Juice locking him up. Got him early, locking him up.
That was definitely a good defensive play. It's another quick slant. It was just to get the ball, turn, and fire. But this time, that's clean. That's as clean as you can get in the NFL. I mean, yeah, he hit his arm a fraction of a second before the ball got there. You're not getting that call in the NFL.
Well, at least not this one. And I have the flags back, Stoner. So we might see those make an appearance here as we're going to have a run that's just swallowed right up there. Jonathan Allen just showing off that gold sea of his. 1 yard gain there, 3rd and 9 coming up.
I hate to say it, Nathan, but it is different without those other two in there. They're not going to be able to run on this team. I just don't see it happening. They got a 3rd and 9 now.
That's not great. 4 opening drive touchdowns, most of the NFL is the broadcast stat.
What'd you break over there?
I just dropped something. That's fine. We got an empty backfield here for Mac Jones.
5 receivers.
Mac
4
Jones
rushing.
Looking to pass, gets short of the sticks there, and Washington is going to keep this one in front of them.
They might go for it. They're about the 42, 43-yard line.
It looks like the offense is staying out there.
Yeah, I get it.
At 4th and 2, Bill O'Brien and Bill Belichick going to dial something up here. So they've moved it back a little bit. 4th and 3 now.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're right there. Oh, it's at the 39, actually.
Yeah,
they're right there in that no man's land. So I get it, going for it. But they're going to throw it.
Douglas in motion. Mac Jones identifying the mid linebacker. Stevenson behind him, but Mac Jones looking to throw this time. Does get this one out. Has an open wide receiver as Thornton was wide open. And
let's go.
Mac Jones is Mac Jones, folks.
That's it.
Washington's going to get the stop.
Yeah, he was wide open.
St. Juice was in coverage, but Thornton cut to the post there, or to the pylon, and St. Juice was 5 yards behind him. That was a wide open. I mean, he probably runs that in for a score.
Well,
given how open he was.
Well, when we talk about it, Nathan, when we talk about why Washington has a chance in this game, that's why. You don't say every time that your defense is going to make stops.
Sure.
But the other side of the ball is Mac Jones, and he's going to make plays that are going to be detrimental to his own team. And that was one of those plays. Washington rushed 4, didn't get a whole lot of pressure on him, and he stood back there and had plenty of time, and then just misfired on a wide open receiver. That's why he's Mac Jones. That's why New England is sitting there thinking, is this the guy? Because on 4th and 3 with a wide open receiver, you can't miss that. And he did. So Washington will take over with good field position again from the 39.
See a couple of this right here from Scott. St. Juice is awful. Bosky. Juice gets beat a lot.
You know who else gets beats a lot, Nathan?
Who?
Jalen Ramsey. Give me the top corners in the league. All the top corners get beat all the time. It's the consistency on how many times that they don't get beat or they don't give up big plays. St. Juice is not those guys. That's not what I'm saying. But just because he gets beat during the course of the game, everybody gets beat. Mm-hmm. So you look at his consistency, and St. Juice's consistency is that he's pretty good. I'm not defending him to say he's a star, but let's not get carried away when he gets beat, because all guys get beat. The best in the world get beat.
He is a solid corner, and he's probably got the best celebration, in my opinion, from a cornerback. I love the lock it up.
Absolutely.
Dance that he does. It's far better than when cornerbacks, they're like 5 yards away and the pass is incomplete, and then they're doing this. Like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah,
no
right.
good. Or I saw one yesterday during college football. Pass was way out of bounds, and the cornerback was doing the seatbelt lock him up thing. I was like, what are you
Love
talking about? You
I
didn't
know.
lock him up.
You didn't do nothing. All right, here we go.
All right, little I formation there, and Brian Robinson's going to take this one, and he's going to go cut back into the middle, push his way forward. That was a nice little wrinkle stoner.
What is going on? It was an I formation with a fullback. That's got to be the first time all year I've seen that.
It's not the first time all year, but it is not. It is a very rare occurrence that we see them line up in that formation. That was a 5-yard run by Brian Robinson as he.
So now let's go to shotgun and put the running back right next to you on the next play after such success.
Yes, because it is going to be a pass. This one's quick up the middle. That's going to be De'Ami Brown getting a. Let's see if this will work today. Washington. First down. I'm going to guess by Stoner's slower reaction, it did cut out there.
Oh, yeah, once you started talking.
Yeah, I'm going to have to put in a nasty letter to Roadcaster.
Yeah, I'm with you on that too. We definitely got to get that figured out. But nice play from Sam Howell. Quick drop back. Looked for De'Ami on the second level with a nice completion. Now they're already in New England territory.
We're going to get a quick pass out to Antonio Gibson, who stays upright and pushes his way forward, still diving for those extra yards. What could have been maybe a yard. He spins away from that one, gets through the next guy, and dives forward and picks up about 7 on that play.
Hey, I need everybody right at this moment, while you're watching this game, at this very second, hit that like button. We'd really appreciate it. We got 193 here, but only 63 likes.
Ooh,
so hook us up with some likes, yeah? This
it's
helps get our stuff.
Third down defense. Yeah, it helps the third down defense. It helps the offense get motivated and keep going there as they look to pick up the first down here. Quick pass out to Terry McLaurin, who gets rocked right at the marker. He's going to be marked short here, bringing up a third down.
Presidential push time.
Yeah, presidential push. Let's see it here from Washington. I mean, we're talking, it's marked at 1 yard, but it's got to be
less than a half a yard,
couple feet. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what they do. He is under center.
You do have some big guys up there. Washington does like to run from center, and we are going to see Brian Robinson take this one in, and he's going to get the first down, but just barely.
That's all right. I don't care if he barely gets it or he gets it by 75 yards. That's a first down, Nathan. Give it to him. First down. It doesn't matter. All that matters is he got to cross the line, which he did. I like him under center, Sam under center on that play. They had a fullback in there. Now the fullback wasn't playing in the fullback position, but they did have basically an extra lineman, and he got a first down. From the 32 or from the 27-yard line, Nathan.
27-yard line, first and 10 here as Terry McLaurin goes in motion. It's going to be a pass out to Terry McLaurin, who's got 3 blue jerseys in front of him, but he'll still pick up a couple yards.
I've always find that surprising when you've got a guy, anybody, not just McLaurin, but a guy out there on the edge, and there's 3 guys standing in front of him, and he still gets past him, you know.
He caught that one behind the line of scrimmage, and I mean, by all means, he should have not had any yardage. But you're right, he just works his way forward, dives, and picks up what he can here. Not great, but a check down from Howell. Then you'll take it there as Antonio Gibson's going to get motioned out next to the line there. Sam Howell scrambling out, gets this one to Jamison Crowder getting involved here. Third and short again.
I like it, Nathan. Third and short.
This is what we've been wanting to see from this team, right? Just move the ball, be a little bit more consistent. You know, we don't need to see, these 15, 20-yard bombs every play. What we need to see is an offense that knows how to move it down. We've got another 3rd and 1, by the way.
I think this is a full 1 this time, though.
Yeah,
but
I would be surprised if it was a long one.
Nope, he's in shotgun.
So it is going to be shotgun here.
It's
High
less than
snap.
one.
Sam
Oh,
Howell decides to keep
very
it as Patriots were all over this one. And my guess is we'll see Joey Sly come out here.
You gotta kick this. After a negative play on 3rd and 1, now it's 4th and 3. Kick the ball, get yourself 3 points, and defense got a good rest. So let's go.
So it was a read option for Sam Howell, and he opts not to give it to Brian Robinson and kept it himself. But that middle of the field just shrank on him so quick. So I'm interested to see what he discusses with Eric being enemy there on that one. Like, why did he pull it, not give it to Brian Robinson? Joey Sly's 37-yard attempt is up, and we've got our first points of the game as Washington gets the field goal.
I like it as a solid drive. They did a good job of stopping them on 4th down, stopping them, whatever. They got stopped themselves. Doesn't matter. They stopped them on 4th down, got a little drive going, 3 first downs on the drive, and got stuff there when they got close and brought out the field goal and got 3 important points. So Washington's up 3-0. No issues there, Nathan. I'm pleased with that.
Yeah, we'll take it there. That was a bad snap C note. So maybe that was the issue. Yeah. It was a little high from Tyler Larson to Sam Howell, and I think that probably just threw off the timing a little bit, and Sam didn't want to like take a real negative play, right? Like, I mean, obviously they took negative yards, but it wasn't detrimental, whereas bumbling the handoff or
just with the timing,
kind of issue.
Yeah, with the timing being off, worried about dropping the ball when deciding to give it or not. So I'm just going to take it, eat it, live to play another set of downs next time around. As long as you got the field goal, which they did. That was a very solid drive for Washington. Very solid offensively. Converted 2 first downs. So I'm happy with how that one went down.
Lots of runs on there, so everybody knows we are running the ball. Let's get it going there. Brian Robinson, probably more first quarter carries than he's had all year.
I would have liked to have seen an I formation under center and hand it off. I know that New England had a lot more guys up on the line for that than they did the first time when it was a first down and they ran a successful 5 yards. But still, I want to see more of that I formation. You don't have to do it every time you're going to run, but just do it a little bit more than once a game, which is what they tend to do.
I don't think I needed to see that. I'm okay with the read option being the run there from shotgun on a 3rd and 1. Yeah. I'm just thankful we didn't see like this. Maybe it might have gotten broken up, but we didn't see like this double reverse jet sweep thing on a 3rd and 1. Like, I don't want to see that. Please just don't pull that out. Save that for another time. Don't pull that out on a 3rd and 1. That's the worst, seeing that as your 3rd and 1 play, and then you get tackled 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, those are the worst, man.
It's god awful. It's god awful. So Tyler Larson is still the starting center for Washington. They benched Nick Gates last week against Philadelphia Eagles, started Tyler Larson, and he is there. So, but Tyler's been snapping the ball for a long time. I mean, he's no spring chicken here. So what's going on with this kick here? As it's taking a little while for Joey Sly to get this one away. Here we go. Kick is up, and it is going to be out of the field of play after a bounce. I was trying to see if he was going to score us a point through the uprights. Tyler Larson doesn't have an excuse there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it might just been one of those things. Joey Sly is still perfect on the year in terms of zero returns on his kickoffs. Everyone's been a touchback. That's a weapon.
Joey, Cole Turner was inactive last week. He's active this week, but he hasn't been doing much of anything as Mac Jones has. And he is just going to drop this one as James Smith-Williams applies the pressure, and they had that hot route covered. So Mac Jones forced to just throw it into the dirt here.
Both Mathis and James Smith-Williams got in there.
Mathis almost giving up on his on the play here, thinking that it was going to go away from him, but puts on those little afterburners he might have. So he received Mac Jones, ball at the 25-yard line. Looking to pass, dumps this one off. Going to pick up a few yards here.
Zeke.
As it goes.
Little Zeke sighting.
Seeing Zeke both in a Patriots uniform and wearing number 15 is just too much.
A little weird.
Too much. Okay.
Yep. So 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5, Nathan. Let's go.
Defense having an opportunity to push this Patriots to a 3-and-out here and give themselves much better field position. Let's see what they can do here as Elliott is in the backfield with Mac Jones. Douglas going to go in motion. Jones looking to pass. Looking for the quick one. This one's out of the way, and Emmanuel Forbes is in coverage, and that goes incomplete.
Let's go.
Good coverage there by Emmanuel Forbes. Bad pass by Mac Jones. I don't know how much better it could get for us, Stoner.
Excellent coverage on Thornton. Excellent coverage. Forbes was there. Even if that pass was on target, he had a chance to knock that away.
He was the only one paying attention. Thornton was not paying attention to this.
Yeah. All right, Jameson.
Patriots punt is going to get to Jameson Crowder right around the 15-yard line. He is going to try to squirt up, but not able to get there. He does get to the 20.
Not bad.
I'll take it.
That was a SYG kind of return, but we'll take it. Mr. Steal Your Girl, Dax Milne. That was his type of return, but hey, punt returns are scary to me. Just don't fumble it because it's all the way back.
Big thing,
you know, in your own end so many times that you just worry about. Just don't fumble it. He caught it, got a couple yards, good enough.
Yeah, Tommy T, Emmanuel Forbes getting the start today for Washington.
Yeah.
Kind of looking like what we were talking about earlier is this is the game to play Emmanuel Forbes. Get him back into rhythm, get him back into coverage, and build his confidence. His confidence was broken after Stephon Diggs and A.J. Brown.
Big time.
So now you have a chance to, I mean, he's going up against Thornton. Pop Douglas, a 5th-round rookie, is their best wide receiver threat. Might as well get him in and see what Forbes can do for you.
Absolutely. And he, like I said, he was all over that route. It looked like he had kind of scouted it well. He knew what was coming. It was a 1-on-1 with Thornton, and he was there. Again, if that pass had been on target, he had a chance to knock it away, but it was high and a little early, I guess you could say, because like you said, Thornton wasn't even looking when it came by.
Well, I don't think Thornton was expecting, because Thornton was running out of bounds when that pass bounced off of his helmet there. What did I jinx, Yam? What did I jinx?
What did he jinx? What did you say, Nathan?
I don't know.
Nathan, what did you say? What did you jinx?
I don't know. What did I do? What did I do? Someone tell me what I did. I'll undo it.
Yam's drunk. It's 2:30 in the morning where he is. So I think he's delirious. He's lack of sleep. Get your don't sleep energy, Yam, and wake up a little bit.
Is Yam happy or upset with the time change? Does that make things better or worse? I'm trying to think.
I think it makes it worse, because it normally would be 1:30 in the morning, but instead it's 2:30 in the morning. I think he's on the same time as my family is in Manila.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've lived in Japan myself, so I'm trying to think of what it was. Yeah, that was always rough watching the games, but I always watched them. Always watched them. 1st and 10 for Washington. Going to start this one at the 20-yard line. 5-yard return by Jamison Crowder.
All right. Like I said, that's Mr. SYG.
Sam Howell and shotgun. Going to hand this one off to Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson hits that left side quickly, but
he ran with a little authority on that one, Nathan. A little bit different than what we've seen from Gibson in the past, who always seems to run a little tentative. He ran with authority. Now, he only got 2 or 3 yards, but he looked like he knew where he wanted to go and and he needed to get there.
What I'll be interested in is Sam Howell also made the look like he was running and he was showing some burst, and there was nothing in front of him. So we'll see if Washington calls a designed run later on that one. 3-yard gain by Antonio Gibson, who's still out there. And Arma out there as well. Those two outlets, but we're going deep here to Jahan Dotson, who pulls up a little bit. I think if he keeps running, he probably gets this one, but he kind of slowed up here towards the end of his route. It ends up hitting his extended arm, but I wouldn't necessarily call this one too catchable. He does have.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. It looked like he was so focused on keeping the defender off that he didn't track exactly how far he needed to go.
Yeah, I think that, I just think he lost track of that ball there. It's going to be empty backfield. Nope, Antonio Gibson is hiding behind the referee there.
Oh, blitz, big time.
Sam Howell going to launch this one. Do not launch it across the field. Unless it works, as Byron Pringle is still upright and getting to the 49-yard line, and a Washington first down.
What was that? That is cardinal sin number 1. Do not do that. And he was successful.
Oh my goodness here. Whoa. Sam Howell evading the pressure, throws up and over his body. Just not, his feet weren't set. This was an ugly duckling, but 2 players had a shot at it. Byron Pringle comes down with it. 2 Washington players, let me clarify, had an opportunity at that one. And thankfully, Byron Pringle, who was upright, is the one who catches it and gets a Washington first down.
The other one.
Crazy that we're going to see an empty backfield, quick pass out to Antonio Gibson, who's upright, some space in front of him. He's going to get a Washington first down.
Love it. Love it.
A little tunnel screen there, and you had one of the linemen out blocking. Love to see it. As Bill Belichick's looking a little confused. Yeah, come on. I know what I'm doing here.
Well, I mean, they flashed second up there first. And then you heard the announcer say he did give him a first down. So good. First down. Last play of the quarter probably here.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Run it.
We're going to see John.
They're running it. They're running it. Bates is
Robinson's to the left here. It is going to be a fake to Brian Robinson. We're going to see a pass. Sam Howell has some time, throws this one across the middle, looking for Terry McLaurin, who gets pushed as he's in the air by Jabril Peppers. I'll bring up 2nd and 10, and this is why I said it might not be.
Yeah,
this is probably. I'm sure. Oh man,
that's good defensive play. I think
it's the timing of it is just so. I mean, I don't know. He definitely gets there before.
Definitely there. Like, come on. It was a second early.
It's also a Terry McLaurin pass where he's got to catch it. I mean, it hits both of his hands, but I mean, he does get interfered with. It wasn't called, but he gets interfered with. Sam Howell having time on that one here as we got 1 second left in the first quarter. Gets a quick pass out. This one's to Jahan Dotson, who reverses course, dives forward, and we'll bring up 3rd and 1 as we hit the second quarter. Washington driving on those New England Patriots. Don't sleep on our Washington Commanders.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
No! Kick 6, baby! Get in there! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't sleep makes you great. Let's go.
Washington taking a 3-0 lead here in the second quarter. HT, you're absolutely right here. Those short plays, they create momentum, right? It's moving the ball forward. It's why I don't necessarily look at just the straight percentage, right? Where it's 50 dropbacks to only 20 some odd runs, because when this short passing game is working and you have players like Terry McLaurin, like Jamison Crowder, like Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, if he's in there and healthy, you could take a 3-yard pass into a big gain. And that will absolutely create that momentum that you need here. Quentin saying Chris Paul is a huge upgrade in pass protection. Don't tell PFF that.
Don't tell him. Or don't tell Mark Bullock. Sorry, Mark, calling you out. He's not watching. So
we do appreciate
yeah,
Mark's insight on things.
Yeah, we do.
Mark,
sure.
Unfortunately, Mark kind of caught a stray there and that one.
Dude.
But so it wasn't intended for him to kind of get caught up into the Chris Paul discussion. We do like Chris Paul here on Ref the District, but analytically speaking, which normally I'm the analytics guy here, he's not necessarily as big of an improvement, but I'm still trying to figure out why. And I did talk with Nick from PFF about what was the biggest difference, because Wiley, who gave up the game-ending sack there, was ranked, scored much higher than Chris Paul, despite the fact that they gave up the same number of pressures. So I was trying to figure out, why is Wiley, who had a solid game, not as dinged for the play? Because Chris Paul gave up the same amount of pressures. Were they just that bad of pressures? And we didn't really find an answer for it, but we do have an empty backfield here on 3rd and 1. QB, Antonio Gibson looks like he's going to come back quick. This is going to be a screenplay on 3rd and 1. It has some blockers in front of him. Going to get a Washington first down and down to about the 24-yard line, 23-yard line maybe here of the Patriots, as Sam Howell's been dealing 10 of 13, 95 yards.
I think they called that a
passes.
It almost looked like a behind the backwards pass, but maybe it was right on. But either way, it's a nice play on 3rd and 1. Get Gibby in space, and he does the rest. And here we go.
Get Gibby a whole wall of blockers too. Brian Robinson behind Sam Howell, who is under center. Gates is going to go up in that fullback position. Brian Robinson's not going to get it. Now Sam Howell, he's going to run. He's going to try to get past the first guy, and he's going to pick up a few yards there, and thankfully does not get punished too bad for that decision. But I do like the decision to just tuck and run at that point, right?
Yep.
Like there was nothing there. It's a short field at this point, and he doesn't need to run around and get himself hurt behind the line of scrimmage. He does take a hit to the back as he's falling down, which is not the greatest there, but he's doing all right. That's that I formation, Stoner.
Hey, that's twice.
Armagh in at fullback.
Don't overthink it. Just give it to him.
Does hand to Brian Robinson, who follows the blockers, and that's going to be a Washington first down.
God damn, I love when it comes together. That's how you do it. Alex Armagh didn't have anybody to hit until he was like 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. And then Brian Robinson, of course, based on that, had plenty of room to get that easily first down and keep this drive going. Love it.
Washington with a 1st and 10 in the red zone has been pretty successful this year, as Jamison Crowder is going to go a motion ball at the 12-yard line right now. So they could get a first down without scoring.
Blitz.
Somehow looking to throws it short to Jahan Dotson. Jahan Dotson's going to end up falling down about the 9-yard line, maybe the 8 if they give him some of that forward progress.
Good play. They brought a big-time blitz, and Sam recognized it and got it out to a hot receiver. Luckily, Jahan was looking, and he got it out. Take a sack. Nice job all the way around. Sam seems to be learning in terms of when he sees that blitz coming, he knows he's got to get rid of it.
Only took 1 sack last week against the Eagles. He's going to be under center here at 2nd and 7. Handoff is going to go to Brian Robinson, who's going to hit this outside corner. Yes! Wide in for the touchdown. Brian Robinson scoring on the 2nd and 7. Washington putting up 6 on the board. Let's play the music, Stoner.
Hail to the Commanders. Hail to the Hail for the Commanders fight for old PC. Nice. I like how you cut it there too, Nathan.
And here we go. The extra point is good. Washington is up 10-0 after a nice, long, steady drive. And Stoner, what did they keep doing?
They kept running the damn ball. Nice job. Nice job, Eric Bieniemy. That's how you call an offense. Thank you for calling me this week and asking for some consultation on how to run an offense. I told you, run the damn ball, and he did. I love it.
Great offense. I mean, just a good mix of short passing, good mix of the runs, good decisions by Sam Howell.
Yep.
I do think I'm so happy to see him putting it together. And I think that's so important because I will say this. If the season ended today, I think you still have a question mark at QB. Okay.
Today?
If it ends before the game.
Yeah.
I think you do have a serious question at quarterback. I believe Sam Howell could be QB1. And I have this starred here from HT. I was going to use it later, but we'll say this. We'll use it now since I brought it up here. But Sam is our QB, no question. I think before this game started, there was a question. I think that he has to continue putting together good games. But he's starting to do what we've seen. He did this last week. Quick decisions, only took 1 sack. If he can keep putting up games like that, then yes. But if he starts reverting back to the previous 7 games where he was sacked 4 or 5 times a game, I don't know that Washington would be as confident in him as draft nears.
Well, I think it's fair to say that, and this is obvious, but it's all in the eyes of whoever gets hired. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, it could be a guy who says Sam is the guy, and it could be a guy who says Sam is not the guy. Or it could be a decision from the front office folks, from the GMs and stuff, who say, look, we've got the 4th draft pick, and we have a chance for Drake May. So we're just going to go for Drake May. Or they're going to say, we have the 15th draft pick. We got no shot at any of these quarterbacks. So Sam is going to have to be the guy. So there's just kind of a lot that goes into it. But if you're just saying, oh, rally captain getting some.
Yeah, rally captain, get in there and patting Brian Robinson on the back there.
Nice. But it's obviously all in the eye of the beholder. But if I am the beholder guy, if I'm the eye, not the beholder guy, if I'm the eye, then I think I'm rolling with Sam at this point.
Yeah.
Based on today, we got 7 more games after this one.
Sure. Gus bring in there saying, I don't think it's a serious question. Joey Sly kick out of bounds, by the way. So the Patriots will start at the 25. I don't think it's a serious question, but I agree with you that Howell is not an unquestioned starter in 2024. He is auditioning for that new regime. And so far, I think they like what they see so far. But I think that he's just got to keep improving there. Mac Jones going to keep this one, launches this one up over Hunter Henry, Khalil Hudson.
Good pressure by the defense on that. Forced Mac to throw it maybe a little earlier than he wanted to, and definitely high, as Washington brought the blitz with both Mayo and Jamin Davis. As you notice, they have been playing a lot of 3 linebacker sets here. They've been running a lot of just straight 4-3.
Percy Butler wishing that he would have had. Oh man. Kendall Fuller jumps in and gets at Douglas's ankles on the screen, but unable to bring him down. And so we're going to bring up 3rd down and short here. So 3rd down and 4. So defense still did a decent job there, but Kendall Fuller's been really good at shooting that gap and getting away from his blockers, unable to bring down Douglas, who gets 6 on the reception. Mac Jones, empty backfield, looking to pass, gets this one across the middle. And that one is
Forbes.
Emmanuel Forbes doing the lock it up too. And then I'm not sure what that was, a little birdie thing. But Emmanuel Forbes locking up the defender, and the Patriots are not happy
Too bad.
Happened. I want to see the replay. To me, it looked like Emmanuel Forbes was just all over this wide receiver in a good way.
Yeah.
Not the flag way, but the good way.
Another 3 and out.
Yeah.
That's
and the
punt
is up in the air. This one's more of a high kick, caught right around the 20-yard line.
Where to go?
A sea of blue in front of him, and Jamison Crowder is going to go backwards on this one.
He went backwards on his own too. All right, here's the replay.
That's just that's just great by Emmanuel Forbes. I mean, you might call the arm around his back.
You can have your hand on the back. You just can't turn them. You know what I mean? Like grab them and turn them. You can have your hand on them as you're doing that. So I would have to disagree, and that's not just a homer take. I will call it out if I see that Washington got away with one, but I don't see that they got away with one in that. Nathan, do you want to hear what that drive was like for Washington?
Let's do it.
Remember, they got it at the 20-yard line. They started at the 20, and that was after the punt, right? And Crowder got it back to the 20-yard line. 11 plays, 80 yards, 5 minutes and 16 seconds on that drive. And then they had run, pass, run, scramble. So that's a pass. Pass, 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 run. Now this was in the opposite order, but it's the same thing.
Yeah. So eight pass plays to 3 run plays.
But let me point out on those pass plays. Let's go back to these pass plays. The incomplete one was the deep one to Dotson, just out of so it was a deep one.
Okay.
Short left, deep left. That was one to McLaurin in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Short right, short left, short right. So it was, so I didn't do the scramble because I don't know.
Yeah. So five
probably
short,
a deep one.
2 deep.
Probably 3 because that was a deep drop on his scramble.
Yeah, the scramble where he made the decision to run.
Yeah,
he gets to the back of his drop. They're at around the 22-yard line, I think, at that point.
Yeah,
and he didn't see what he wanted, and so he just stuck it in and ran, which I think was a good decision by him. So that short pass in there doing some work for.
So you can look at those 5 short passes as basically runs. So you can say of those 11 plays, 3 were true drop back deep passes, and 8 of them were either short passes or runs. That's okay when it's skewed 8-3 for runs versus passes. That's okay if most of them are short. All right, back on offense. Here we go.
Go under center, hands this one off to Brian Robinson. Just a pile of guys in front of him, only going to pick up maybe a yard, maybe 2 yards on this one.
Peppers made a nice play. That's how you get Brian Robinson. You've got to get him low at his feet. And Peppers shot up in there and took him down right with his feet. And Robinson didn't have that chance to kind of move that pile forward.
Washington started this game with a 3 and out, have done 20 plays since, and have 10 points to show for it.
Nice.
2nd and 8 here. Back and shotgun is Sam Howell. Going to take the snap, hands off to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson squeezes through. He's going to stay upright. Oh,
ball's out.
Ball is out.
I don't know.
Brian Robinson is disappointed. So this one might be, they're going to call it Patriots ball. And now I need to make sure that this doesn't go that way. Please have a forearm or a knee.
Read his body language.
Yeah, he knows he fumbled this one. As the punch is just good. Out. Yeah, the punch is in there. Brian Robinson was close to a first down, and Tavay punches out the ball. And the Patriots are going to start with a short field. A little late on that trombone action, but
the great equalizer. That's the great equalizer. You've been dominating this game, and then you fumble at your own 25-yard line. Oh boy.
1st and 10 from Washington's 25 after the Brian Robinson fumble. Going to be a handoff to Stevenson. Note this is Ezekiel Elliott, who's going to pick up 7 or 8 yards off of the first down carry there, showing some of that burst he didn't leave in Dallas.
So that's so disappointing. Those are big momentum changers, man. They were dominating.
Going to be Ezekiel Elliott to the right side. Khaleke Hudson gets the tackle, but it is going to be a Patriots first down.
Another one of those cut blocks on Hill, and he's limping around now. Ugh. Who do we have today? We have Cleveland, right? Is our survivor pick?
Yeah.
When do they play?
Not sure, but I was almost wanting to message you. Maybe we should diversify our picks, but
change one to New Orleans.
Something.
Yeah.
Under center, Mac Jones.
I blame you.
Pass going to the end zone. Hunter Henry is going to come down with this for a Patriots touchdown.
Such a huge momentum switch change, Nathan. That fumble is just massive. It's 3-0 Browns, by the way, in the second quarter. Khaleke Hudson was on him. He had decent coverage, but he's not, that's not his thing. And he didn't turn around in time. And by the time he did, Hunter was already getting up for the ball.
Big size difference there, too, between him and Hunter Henry.
It's so just frustrating when they're just dominating this game. And give it away.
Point is up and in for the Patriots. So what looked like Washington going to be able to start running away with it. Brian Robinson fumbles and the Patriots recover, make a quick score out of that one.
All right, look, the positive out of this is that the offense has been moving the ball basically however they want. So let's get the offense back out there and hopefully get a nice long drive going. But that is just frustrating.
Dubs family. Now B-Rob fumbles. You guys don't push for him to be gone and bench him like Gibson. For the record, I was never pro benching Antonio Gibson. We also said the Antonio Gibson fumble issue was largely overblown.
Yeah.
Okay. And I am very much an Antonio Gibson guy. And
well,
I don't think that this regime this year is prone to bench somebody who has fumbled. We didn't see Antonio Gibson benched. Of course, he's their best pass blocking back, so that might have something. But I don't think we're going to see Brian Robinson, be sidelined because of this fumble. I think Eric Bieniemy is a different kind of coach when it comes to that. He's not going to put you on the sidelines because it was of one mistake like that.
And also, I don't think I'm not 100% sure on this. Maybe Gus can look it up for us, but is this his first fumble since high school or something like that?
No, that was last year. He did have a fumble.
He did have a fumble last year.
Yeah, because they made a big deal of it because he had not fumbled his entire collegiate career.
Yeah,
and he had fumbled.
Okay, yeah, but he just doesn't fumble a lot, and that's why we don't call for his benching. We might change his nickname. He might take away B-Rob and start calling him Brian Robinson.
We'll call him Robbie, just like Gibby, Robbie.
We'll call him Robbie until
Robbie there fumbled the ball. Gregory taking a little victory lap on the Hunter Henry TD. As we were down.
He got one catch,
and he's got one catch, one touchdown.
Yeah, that's fair. But I think Gregory said he's going to dominate or something.
God, stop showing.
And I don't like how people give him an excuse saying, well, he punched it out or whatever. Well, guys try to punch it out all the time. They're not always successful. You can't give that up. But B-Rob is the kind of guy who will bounce back. Robbie is the kind of guy who can bounce back from that.
Got 9:26 here in the second quarter. Washington up by 3. Man, 17-0 would have sounded so much better. As this kick is high, and Gibson's going to return this one about a foot into the end zone there. This time is not going to go Washington's way. As Antonio Gibson is tackled, 12-yard line? It was not a great run back.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the average, if you look at the box score, I mean, he's like averaging 25 yards a return. But I mean, yeah, unfortunately, with the 2 returns, one 17-yard line. Okay, that's good.
See how they do when you are at an away game? I mean, when you're at a game, they always show the away fans. I don't know why that is.
Brian Robinson in there at running back as Sam Howell's under center. Robbie's going to get the carry here. Robbie's going to push forward. He holds onto the ball, gets it almost to the 20. See, I told you, they're not EB is not buying into this. No, they sit because he's not making the kids run laps. Okay. He's got an offense to run. He's putting the people he thinks will be successful out there. As Brian Robinson Jr. gets 3 yards on that carry. When do we stop calling him Robbie, you think? Go back to B-Rob.
Next big play.
Yeah, because he does have a touchdown here. Sam Howell looking to pass this one. Does have some time. Gets this one out to Ron Dotson with the first down catch there.
Nice.
Love it, George. You're right. We're scoring on this drive. Don't sleep. They're not done.
Look at this protection, Nathan. Look at that pocket. Look at that pocket. I got hit in the head, too.
Yeah,
should give him another 15.
Nice
pocket.
Just good catch. Pass was just okay, but we'll take it. Wide open. That's all you need. Here.
Dropped it in the bucket. Uh-oh.
Got a quick pass out to Thomas, who looked like he was ready to just like give up, thinking that they were going to blow the whistle. Had to put both arms around it to make sure he didn't get a fumble.
That was a long throw for only being 2 yards over the line of scrimmage, or 3 yards. That was kind of, I didn't like it. It was a little dangerous, but strong arm helps.
Yeah.
Taylor Heineke throws that. We're looking at a touchdown for the Patriots.
2nd and 7 here, and shotgun. Antonio Gibson's the back. He's going to take this one.
If he went right, he had a huge hole on the right. Instead, he went left, right into the defense.
Set up
huge hole, Nathan.
In what would you say this is going to be 5?
3rd and 5, absolutely. Man, he had a massive hole on the right side, and he went left. I want to see that again, but I'm going to write that down. That I can check.
Washington later. 3 for 5 so far on the day on 3rd down conversions. This one's a lot more manageable. Logan Thomas is going to go in motion next to the line. And we got some jumping. This should be a free 5 yards. Where's the penalty? I don't see a flag. Where's the flag? Where's the flag?
I didn't see it. And by the way, that's a perfect example of not being on the same page that we talked about in the opening with the guy who's replacing Curtis Samuel. Sam threw it out. Crowder went in. That's probably the difference of not having enough time with him.
Broadcast pointing out that McLaurin had one-on-one and that they should have gone that way. Tressway's punt is up and going to be fair caught around the 16-yard line. I want to see that play again, Stoner.
Do you want me to rewind?
It sure as heck looked like the Patriots jumped. I mean, he even stopped. He jumps and then he stops and then he starts going forward again after the ball was snapped.
Do you want me to rewind? We'll have to resync.
Rewind it, because
all right.
I'm telling you, I got the flag out and I don't know.
I'm gonna look at it again. That first try didn't. I know what you're saying, but I've seen it called before, Nathan.
Sure,
but it didn't really look like it.
Even like I told you, the defender, He very much was
He
just
jumped
like
the snap.
he realized he jumped the snap and had to stop, and then kickstart himself up again.
Not sure that he got into the neutral zone though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
Greg
I've seen it called.
Didn't cross.
Yeah, but we've seen that called on Washington before, where it's like he didn't cross, but they call it just because he jumped. All right, so you'll have to tell me when they come back from commercial, the instant they come back from commercial.
Will do.
Well, there's that momentum swing, Nathan. Washington gets one first down, but can't get a second one and have to punt it back to New England. Now New England's offense is feeling good about themselves. They had a very short field, but they capitalized on the turnover and scored. Now they're feeling good about themselves a little bit, that offense. So I think you're going to see a little bit of a different New England offense on this drive. That's just momentum, man. Oh, such a killer fumble.
If Washington could get a turnover here, I haven't kept track of the record that we got. What was it, a few weeks ago, where when they do not get a turnover, they haven't won a game in the last 2 seasons. But when they get a turnover, they've been more successful. But I mean, they have had turnovers and still lost this year. So it's not a gimme.
Sure.
But I would love to get this ball back from the Patriots with a short field of our own.
For sure. All right. So they're going to show Bill O'Brien when they come back. So
we're good. I'm back with 6:41 on the clock.
Snap already. You'll have to do once the play clock starts.
We'll absolutely do that, as they're going to line up here. 22 seconds on the play clock. 18 seconds on the play clock as Hunter Henry motions over. Mac Jones calling out the defense with 12 seconds on the play clock. Looking like he's going to adjust coverage again here. 7 seconds on the play clock. The handoff. Mac Jones dumping this one short. This one's going to be complete, and moving up the field was Smith-Schuster.
I was confused because I thought, so you said the handoff, and I was like, wait a minute. My TV showed a throw. What happened? All right. So one more time. Sorry, you'll have to read the play clock when it comes up.
20 seconds on the play clock, and the handoff. Stevenson's going to go up to the right, has a big hole. Percy Butler unable to bring him down, and he's gone because Cam Curl's going to chase him, but does end up scoring.
That fumble, Nathan.
Washington started off with a 3-and-out. They had 2 good drives. On their 4th drive, they fumble. Patriots have a quick score, and now they find pay dirt with what is that, almost a 70-yard run.
So Mayo took the wrong hole. That was very Cody Barton-esque. He plugged the wrong hole, and Percy Butler came up, took a bad angle, and couldn't make the tackle from a safety position. That's your job, Percy Butler. And after that, Cam Curl could have caught him if he had 5 more yards, but
yeah, P&W 64-yard run there.
64-yard on a simple run-off tackle.
This is one of the things that the defense has talked about. Jonathan Allen's talked about it. Is they get beat by these big plays.
Yeah,
like they do their job for 3-4 downs, and then they just get beat by these chunk plays.
Or hang on,
because we got a penalty against Washington. Extra try's good, and looks like they'll take it. Illegal formation against Washington is the call here.
Can't have 7 guys on one side. You have to have 6 and 5 on those extra points, whatever. Yeah, you're right, Nathan. And not only that, but 10 guys can do their job perfectly.
Mhm.
And if one guy doesn't, then something like that'll happen. And that one guy on that play was David Mayo. He just hit the wrong hole. And that was Jamin Davis's hole. Look at it like this. You've got the two linebackers, okay? And Jamin Davis is on this side, and he goes to this hole. Well, David Mayo also went to this hole. And so they were right next to each other, which got blocked. And then Stevenson went right through that opening, that massive opening. And then, okay, two guys didn't do their job because Percy Butler has to make that tackle.
He has to.
He has to make that tackle. You just can't run by the running back when you're a safety and barely get your hands on him at worst. I mean, at best, he got his hands on him. Just a bad play overall by the defense. And that fumble, I'm just going to keep going back to that fumble, Nathan. It's not just a fumble. It's a momentum changer. We saw it for Washington against Atlanta, I believe it was. No, I'm sorry, against Denver. When Russell Wilson was running and Jamin Davis came all the way across the field and knocked that ball, and that changed the whole game. And all of a sudden, Washington, who was down, I think at the time, maybe 21-6 in the first half, all of a sudden, momentum swung towards Washington. And the exact same thing happened here, but this time, obviously, against Washington. They're backbreakers, man. Those turnovers are. What if he did that and they were at the 35-yard line of Washington, on the other side of the ball? They were on the Patriots 35-yard line. You're like, oh, that sucks, but it's not as hurtful as it is when you do it at your own 25.
Yeah, I mean, that's just killer. You're setting up the opposing offense with such a short field. The defense is in there. Tommy T hearkening back to the season-changing play that you called. Yeah, didn't turn out that way.
Which one was that? Do you remember?
That was the Jameson Crowder return.
Oh, yeah. That was dumb. I'm a dumb person. Just remember that whenever I say something like that.
Just a dumb person.
Yeah, just ignore me.
Jaden here, is anyone surprised?
Yes.
I mean, this is 24 points in the first half. I would have taken the under for that. So a little bit surprised. Got to remember this offense from the Patriots, not really good, but Washington gifted them a short field and a big run here as the kick gets to Antonio Gibson, who's going to take this one and gets it to about the 20-yard line. All of these kicks have been high and returnable.
I think that one was on purpose. Yeah, here we go. This is exactly what I'm talking about with these linebackers. Watch this. They both go to the same hole. It's exactly what I was saying. And then that leaves the other. Why did Mayo go to that hole when that's Jamin Davis's hole?
Poor attempt at a tackle by Percy Butler.
I mean, Del Rio's talking to Jamin Davis like he did something.
I think what the broadcast was trying to show is I think they were supposed to cross. I think they were supposed to cross here.
Maybe.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 20. Sam Howell, quick pass out to Jamison Crowder. Jamison Crowder is going to get tackled out of bounds, but picks up about 5 or 6 there.
All right. I'm going to stop talking about the momentum change. That's in the past now. Let's get back to this offense and get this offense going.
We've got 2nd down coming up here. Washington needing to sustain a drive. Their last 2 drives didn't go the way that they wanted. And they need to put up some more points here at 2nd and 5. You're going to see Jahan Dotson in motion. Sam Howell fakes that one to him. Gets this one out to my least favorite play call. The triple screen. Fake it to the wide receiver. Fake it to the running back. Give it to your slow and you get tackled for 4-yard loss here. My least favorite. We do not have a Travis Kelce. Okay.
Right.
We do not have anybody who can run that tight end screen.
Don't give it to
especially
Bates
on the 3rd option.
Yeah.
Here you go. Sam Howell, 3rd and 9. He's going to get flushed out of the pocket, looking downfield, does launch this one to a wide open Byron Pringle, who's going to get a Washington first down.
First down. Nice job by Howell, again, getting out of the pocket and throwing on the run. He's made some nice throws on the run. I don't think we talk about that enough. Obviously, the other one from earlier was way across his body, but he does this on a weekly basis.
Yeah, it was a good throw, and good job by Pringle coming back to him, seeing that he had to bail out of the pocket, because you saw, I think it was Jahan Dotson kept running. I don't think Jahan Dotson was aware of what was going on. So we got under center. Antonio Gibson's going to get this one, cuts this one right into the middle. Going to get knocked down, but picks up about 5 yards on that one. They'll say 4 yards.
This is good, though. They did convert that third down. That was an important one.
Yeah.
You did not want to give it back right away to New England's offense, which is all of a sudden the Chiefs.
And we got ourselves a howler here. Your mom's favorite.
It's funny how it goes away and then all of a sudden it comes back.
Logan Thomas in motion out wide. Gibson is going to get
plenty of time.
The handoff, then gets dumped to Gibson. Gibson with some space. Logan Thomas blocking there, and that's going to be a Washington first down.
Nice job, Sam, finding his outlet. He's been doing that so much better lately. So much these last 2 games. He's been doing. He doesn't have it downfield. Go ahead and dump it to your hot read or your running back out in the flat. Let those guys work. Let those guys cook, as the kids like to say.
Yeah, we have seen Sam under center a lot more this game, and
agreed. Not as much as I'd like, but
well, we're going to see him in shotgun here as Brian Robinson's going to go out wide to the right, and Sam Howell's going to get flushed. Launches this one. Has Byron Pringle there on the sidelines, but it's not on target there, so we'll set up 2nd and 10. But he got rid of the ball with a defender in his face, which is good.
He had Pringle on the scramble, and it was, in terms of where he was throwing it, was proper. He just threw it too high. And as I praised him for all his getting out of the pocket and his throws, that was not one of his better ones.
2nd and 10 now, 2:30 left to go here. Washington on their 43-yard line. Sam Howell, again, flushed out of the pocket. This time he's going to get it up and around, and that's going to be De'Ami Brown with a Washington first down.
Nice play. Nice play again on the run from Howell. I didn't like the throw, though, because if De'Ami doesn't come back, that's getting picked.
Oh, it definitely is a
because Jones was right there. They're going to
dicey there. Now, this is going to bring it to the 2-minute warning. Washington in Patriots territory.
All right.
And driving the ball. Don't sleep on them. They are still in this, but down 4 points here at the 2-minute warning.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't Sleep makes you great.
Sam Howell showing us some of what makes everyone a believer. Maybe not everyone, but makes those who are a believer, say that he is him. Definitely has a nice arm, and he's learning. I think that's the most important thing there from Sam Howell, is to see him just take what the defense has given them and not try to force it, and just learn that, hey, this is 4 quarters, keep moving. I think that efficiency will pay off big dividends as we continue the season. Washington at 3-5 right now has a winnable slate of games, Stoner, and this is the time period where Ron Rivera usually gets his little win streak going.
That's true.
Washington seems to be doing pretty well here. They find themselves down, though, at the 2-minute warning, but driving.
Yeah.
What do we need to see different from them for the rest of this game?
I don't know that necessarily they have to do a whole lot different, especially offensively. Because again, that big play was the fumble by B-Rob way deep in your own territory. And that was obviously not good. So offensively, I think they're doing everything right. But defensively, that one play, that big run, you just can't have Ramondre Stevenson go 64 yards on your defense.
That is not a successful thing there, but maybe the hat is. We don't have a rally cat today, Stoner.
All right.
Maybe we have a rally cap.
All right.
A rally hat.
Should I wear this or this?
We'll do the full logo side. There we go. We got the rally hat on, folks, as the cats have been put away with Stoner back up there. 1st and 10 here coming out of the 2-minute warning break. Logan Thomas going to go in motion into the slot here. It looks like Antonio Gibson.
Now that is offsides. Free play. He's going deep.
He is going deep. He's looking at Jahan Dotson. Oh, Jahan Dotson looked like he was going to reel this one in, but Washington will take the 5 yards. And I love the deep throw when you get the free 5 yards.
Absolutely. It looked like the same kind of play from the first half, that he's so focused on trying to hold off the defender and then catch it with one hand rather than getting 2 hands out there. That's twice. So if that one's offsides, Nathan, you're right. That other one was offsides.
I'm telling you, it sure as heck looked like it to me, but that time we'll take it. 1st and 5 now. Gibson's still in there.
Run it.
Let's see, Byron Pringle's there.
Stop throwing it every down. Oh, that was Charles Leno.
Charles Leno looked like, he jumped. So we're moving backwards.
We're back to the 1st and 10.
Yep. And you know what? We took 7 seconds off the clock at least here and 2 non-plays. So getting a little extra time there was Charles Leno.
This is where EB gets away from the run. There's no reason to not run here in the first half, down 14-10.
Sure.
With less than
you
2
want
minutes.
to eat up the clock, right? It's okay to eat up the clock.
And if you're worried, you've got all 3 timeouts.
Yep.
So keep running it. And
Gibson is in to the right of Sam Howell. 3 wide receivers at the top of our screen. Sam Howell looking their way. Ball is going to get batted down. And now we got 2nd and 10 after 3 plays have been run.
What's your play clock at?
31 seconds when it turned there. So
when it comes back, let me know, because I think I got ahead of you somehow.
Sam Howell looking for the quick pass out to, I believe that was De'Ami Brown was the intended target, but this ball gets batted away. 15 seconds now.
Okay. I just thought it was a little ahead, but we're good.
10 seconds now on the play clock as they get to the line of scrimmage. Taking a leisurely stroll out here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Snap the ball. It does get away.
Oh, look out. He's going.
It's coming, and this one's going backwards. Sam Howell unable to avoid the pressure. I think part of the problem with that one, Stoner, was that Sam Howell, they got to the line too late, and he doesn't have a time to look at this defense and see where the pressure's coming. Although only 4 rushed, and they've got to do a better line has to do a better job there. I mean, Sam Howell didn't do themselves any favor either, but now we're going to get a timeout from New England, who realizes, hey, they've got a shot at doing their own 2-minute drill, and Washington received the kick to start the game. So the Patriots will receive in the second half.
Who told me to put this stupid rally cap on?
Yeah, it's not looking good right now. The rally hat. Yeah, Tommy T, the rally hat ain't working.
There you go.
We'll see. That might be our first wardrobe change, is taking off the hat. As we got a 3rd and 23. So we'll see the screenplay, maybe. We'll see. Antonio Gibson's out there.
Going deep.
Sam Howell
stepped up. No, you got to throw it,
run
Sam.
This one now. He's just trying to get into field goal position. He's staying upright. He is, oh my goodness, going to nearly get a first down. Where are they going to mark him here?
They marked him first down, Nathan.
Important.
They marked him across the line.
Howell takes this one and
23.
takes the green grass here on the left. It looked like he wanted to still throw it, and then eventually just saw, hey, I got open room here. Makes the first two miss, stays upright, and that is a first down. Where he steps out is absolutely first down territory here. They're going to take a look at it. We'll see what it comes back. But that should be a Washington first down. Who told me the rally cap ain't working? The rally hat doing his job here. Sam Howell looking to pass this one. Has some time. Dumps it off in the middle to Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas dives forward to about the 21-yard line. And another Washington first down.
I changed the style of the hat, Nathan.
That's what it was? That's what it was?
It was the style.
D-Dub, it's the hat. It's the hat.
Karma. It changed all
goodness.
the karma.
Rally hat.
All right. I mean, just a massive play from Sam Howell on that run. Massive.
1 minute and 2 seconds on the game clock here at the half. Sam Howell looking at the end zone. Gonna throw it up, and De'Ami Brown has it go through his hands.
Our guys are not making tough catches this year.
Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely a tough catch. Make no doubt about it. It was going to be a tough catch, but it goes right through his hands. Right through his hands.
You got to catch that. I shouldn't say all year. I mean, Terry had an incredible one in the end zone. Logan had one or two, or Terry's had one. You know, okay, I got a little carried away with that, but
Washington,
I mean, look at that time of possession.
Winning the time of possession, winning the yardage battle, playing almost twice as many plays, and they're down 4 points.
And they're still
Robinson going to go in motion. No. Sam Howell looking to throws this one up into the end zone. John Bates, the intended target, but it's over his head. They'll bring up 3rd and 10.
I think that was the right
what they're doing.
I think that was the right throw in terms of when he threw it, because you can't, you know, it's my guy or nobody. Yeah, but it's John Bates. So that's what happened.
It was still too high, even if it were a better receiver on that end.
You don't think Terry gets that?
No, I don't.
Terry gets that.
You think? I just think it was too high for them.
All right, 3rd and 10 here.
3rd and 10 here. Rally hat. Come on, rally hat. 50 seconds after that clock stop. 3 seconds on the play clock. That snap does get away. We got pressure coming on his backside, but we got a catch to Byron Pringle for a Washington first down goal.
What a throw. I thought he got hit in the head too, but
yeah, he definitely got hit after that throw, standing tall in the pocket and delivering a dime out there to Byron Pringle.
Now run the ball.
23 seconds. They haven't taken time off or stopped the clock here. Sam Howell throws an interception. Gosh, dang it. He's going to be run back to the 15-yard line.
That's the worst throw I've ever seen.
Is one Sam Howell wants back.
Oh my God. What was that?
Washington driving. Ron Rivera going to talk to his young quarterback. And
what was that?
Sam Howell extending this play out. And let's see where he was trying to go here. But I think he just needs to throw this one out of the end zone.
Yeah. That's what I thought he was doing.
Who's
he throwing to?
Yeah, I guess he's looking for.
In the back?
Yeah, no, that's just bad. There's 5 blue jerseys out there as the Patriots are going to go into the half with a 4-point lead. I'm going to bio break because I've been having that don't sleep energy. So Stoner will stick with you here after the ad break. Washington's got to figure things out in the second half.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up. Way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick 6, baby! Get in there! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't sleep makes you great. Let's go.
Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and get 12% off. 12%, not 10%, 12% off. Listen, we got to talk about that drive. What a crazy drive that was. 15 plays, 75 yards, 6 minutes, and they ended up with 0 points because of that interception. That was I'm going to say it. That was a Taylor Heineke-esque throw. I mean, what was he thinking? What did he see? But I will say this, and hear me out, y'all. Hear me out and let me know what you think of this. They mismanaged that last play, that last sequence of plays. After he threw to Pringle that got the first down, I thought he was out of bounds. Apparently he wasn't, so they kept the clock rolling. They had 3 timeouts left. So they got kind of rushed down there to get off that next play where it was 1st and goal. And then there was only 25 seconds left in the half. Now, you do want to take off as much time as you can, but why not go ahead and call timeout there and kind of get your next few plays figured out so that you can have the threat of a run or actually run the ball. If you've got 45 seconds left, then you can go ahead and run the ball a play or two. But they obviously they didn't do that. And Sam maybe felt a little pressure to have to make a play because the clock was running down. That is so brutal that happened. I'm chiding about how that play went, or that last few plays, Nathan, after he threw the ball to Pringle. Now, we all thought he was out of bounds and the clock stopped, but obviously he wasn't.
Sure.
They had 3 timeouts. Why didn't they go ahead and call a timeout there so that they would have time to run the ball? Or at worst, the threat of running. When that clock's getting down to 25 seconds, New England's thinking, well, they're not going to run the ball now. And then maybe Howell felt pressure to make a play because the clock was running down so low. I think they mismanaged that.
You just got to throw it away here.
True.
I mean, that's what I just don't understand. I mean, if you're trying to hit Jahan Dotson, which I'm not even sure if he was.
He might have been trying to hit the closer guy or whatever.
Logan, it was Logan.
Was it Logan? I think so.
But there's kind of 5 people on those 2.
Yeah. It's just
so
not.
You just got to throw it away. You know, attack it again with 20. What would have that been? Yeah, about 20 seconds on the clock. Throw it away.
Yeah, throw it away.
He's been playing smart this first half, and he just talk about a momentum changer. They were driving the ball against Stoner and walking with 0
you weren't here for that. That was a 15 play, 75 yards, almost 6 minutes off the clock, and got nothing out of it.
Nada.
In fact, they got a momentum killer out of it. That was just brutal. That was just a brutal. I thought, okay, at worst, we're down 14-13 at halftime. At worst. But instead, you're down 14-10. They get the ball, and they have the momentum. They're feeling good going into the locker room. And Washington's going in that locker room down a little bit. Turnovers are just so brutal in this game, man. They're just such game changers. And they've had 2 absolutely brutal turnovers.
Yeah. Kenny Wayne, right? That was 1st and goal. If you're going to throw that type of pass, you throw it on 4th down. Like if you're going to throw it at all, right? Where it's just like, well, I hope my guy can get this because we're dead anyways, right? But that was the 1st down. You just throw it away. You take another shot at it the next time. Yeah, Dotson was triple coverage. I mean,
Logan had 2
guys like literally hugging him.
That was brutal.
Like, I don't know. You're looking for a penalty there. Like, why you throwing it?
I said it, and I hated to bring up the name, but that was very Taylor Heineke-esque. That's one of the big knocks against Heineke, was making just dumb throws like that at the worst times. That was a dumb throw. That was probably his worst throw of the year. when you take in field position, score, all
Sure.
that other stuff. That was
Definitely doesn't bode well for him there. But I'm not going to blame Eric Bieniemy here.
No,
right?
I'm saying more Ron Rivera.
Ron Rivera. Oh, on the clock management. Sure. So I see some people trying to get a little bit of
little Bieniemy
EB hate there. And I mean, EB had 15 plays and got you down to a first and goal situation.
Yeah.
The player's execution did. And then they failed, right? I mean, there was a couple times where we saw that player execution just wasn't good enough.
Nathan, Sam Howell in the first half dropped back 32 times.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
And they ran the ball 14 times. 32 times, even when there's a lot of quick throws, in which there were, that's too many. That's 64 dropbacks over the course of a game. That's too many. Sure. I don't care how short the passes are. That's too many.
I think more so what I hear from that, Stoner, is Washington, because you said 14 rushes and how many dropbacks?
32.
32. So, I mean, Washington's on pace for 80 offensive plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
we saw their time of possession and all that.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, you can't have 10 points off of 40 plays.
Yeah, they're at 44 plays right now.
You gotta get this ball into the end zone.
How does a team that has 44 offensive plays, 246 offensive yards, possess the ball 21 plus minutes to 8+ minutes? How do you find yourself down 14-10 at halftime?
Two turnovers. Yep. 2 turnovers.
In the worst possible places, way back in your own end and way down at their end. Those are the 2 worst places to turn the ball over.
They're absolutely killers. Momentum killers. They're game killers. I mean, they gotta to figure this out.
They on offense for New England, they've had the one big play, obviously, the 64-yard run from Ramondre Stevenson. Other than that, he's carried the ball 3 times for 8 yards. Mac Jones is 8 of 15 for 82 yards and a touchdown. Hasn't been sacked, by the way. Their total yards are 163 yards. Over the course of the game, that's 320 yards, which is decent. It's way less than what you give up normally.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they have 99 yards aside from that one big Stevenson run, right?
Right. Now you have to count it. I get it, but still.
Yeah. But it's those big, plays that are just killing them. And Daniel, I think we had said that this was a second half team early in the season. They have not been a second half team this year.
They've been up on Philly twice at halftime and lost both of those games.
I think Denver is the only game you look at where they were truly a second half team.
Arizona, you were down.
Yeah, you were down to Arizona at halftime. But I mean, they didn't exactly go lights out.
Right.
They made good adjustments and played well. But like they were an entirely different team in the second half against Denver.
The problem is, the way I see it, the problem is that Washington is going to come out on their next possession, whether New England scores or not, they're going to come out down. And that's just going to have EB throwing the ball every down. And probably not those quick passes anymore. You saw they got away from that in the second quarter. These were almost all deep dropbacks on that long drive. They got away from the quick passes in the second quarter.
They're just setting up the screen, Stoner. Okay. They're going to do a second and 10 screen, and it's going to be a doozy.
Well, they did have the one debates on that drive. So.
God.
I
cannot express in words how much I hate that play. We've seen this one tried to be run before in this Washington offense with Eric Bieniemy, and it's just so frustrating. Yeah. I get the concept. I really do. And I actually kind of like the concept. Okay. You fake it to the screen to the dashing wide receiver. You have the running back go out and look like they're going to go for a screen, and you fake it that way. And then you dump it off to the middle guy who can attack the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, that design seems great.
Okay.
Except for in execution, you don't have the line to do this.
Yeah.
You don't have a tight end who is athletic enough to make this work. And we've never seen it executed in the manner that it has been successful. And that didn't seem to be the time to run it out. I hate it. I hate it, Stoner.
So I do want to correct myself a little bit on that drive. These are their plays on that 15 play drive. They had how it was short left, pass short left, pass short left, pass short right, run, pass short left, deep pass short right, deep to Dotson, pass short left, sacked, the scramble for 24 yards. That was a deep drop. Pass short middle, pass deep right, incomplete, pass deep middle, incomplete, pass deep left to Pringle, and then pass short right, interception. So
9 to 6 there.
9 to 6.
9 to 6.
Yeah. But it was all early. It was all short. And then at the end there, it was all long, other than the interception. But you only had 7 yards or whatever. Whew. So they got away from it a little bit. But again, on that drive, how many rushes did I say? 1?
Just the one.
Just the one to Gibson. He had the scramble. That doesn't count as really a run. That's a drop back, and he scrambled. So, yeah, they had one running play on that last drive with 2 minutes, more than 2 minutes, with 6 minutes, and all 3 timeouts. And they threw the ball 14 times, or he dropped back 14 times in one run.
Sam Howell with 9 interceptions on the year.
Fast. We're back already? Sheesh.
We are back as Joey Sly is going to kick this one away. We go. And not returnable as it hits the T in Patriots.
14 dropbacks, 1 rush.
All right, defense, let's go. Let's go. See no one. They got to catch it's not just the 50-50. Okay, see no one. It is literally, they just got to start catching things that hit their hands.
Yeah.
Like,
no matter how difficult they are.
It's not half of these aren't 50-50 balls. Some of these are just straight catchable passes that they're just dropping. Mac Jones going to look to pass this one. He's going to have an open receiver who gets knocked into a first down by Khalil Hudson. All right. Let's go defense. I'm doing the Ron Rivera stance.
She's saying Rivera said that Sam got greedy and tried to get it to Dotson.
Yep.
Should have just thrown it away.
Stevenson to the left side of Mac Jones here.
Blitz.
It's a quick pass out. St. Juice in coverage, but Douglas is going to get this one, and looks like another first down for the Patriots. Nope, 2nd and 1.
I love this this plan of attack for New England. They're coming out and they're throwing quick slants, 2 straight.
Mac Jones hands this one off to Stevenson, who's going to pick up the first down. Lee Hudson in on the tackle, but Stevenson pushes through. Looks like a little knocked up there. A little slow to get up.
Put a bun in the oven.
Knocked around a little bit. Ball at the 50-yard line. First and 10.
Don't leave that.
Empty backfield for Mac Jones right now. Looking to his right. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. Deron Payne's going to
Cut him
chase
off,
him to the
Deron.
outside, and he's going to pick up about a yard off of that. You got to be able to outrun Mac Jones, right?
Not Deron Payne.
You're paid big money. You got to be able to outrun a Mac Jones.
I hear you. All right. So what did they give him for that?
Looks like 2
notes
yards here. 3 yards is what they're going to give him on that one, but it's really a long 2. It didn't. Ball is the 44, almost the 48-yard line here as Ezekiel Elliott's going to get it, and Washington's going to make this a short gain as Casey Toohill and Jamin Davis in on the tackle.
Little update on our survivor pool. Chicago and New Orleans are tied at 14, and Cleveland is up, I believe, last I saw it, 13-0.
That's what I had seen. Was so we got 3rd and 4 here.
Got to get a stop here. Come on,
Washington in this kind of no man's land here might see a 4th down play depending on how this one goes. It's a quick dump off to Elliott. Elliott's going to dive forward and get that 1st down. Cameron Curl's helmet comes off.
Dang, he was wide open. 4-man rush. Put a decent amount of pressure on Mac, but he had enough time to obviously find Elliott out of the backfield coming across the middle for a 1st down. Mac is
this one's going to be a Douglas carry, and it's going to be tackled back there by Emmanuel Forbes. Way to go, Emmanuel Forbes.
Nice tackle. He's never afraid to try to tackle, usually. I should say never. One of the plays that probably got him benched was his lack of effort on a tackle, but he usually sticks his nose in there. Even
no gain on that Douglas jet sweep there, so it'll be 2nd and 10 in an empty backfield. Ezekiel Elliott's far left, and Mac Jones looks like he might like that matchup against Jamin Davis. But it is going to be a quick pass and batted down
just
by Aaron Jones. Jones with the batted pass here, setting up 3rd and 10. Aaron Jones, the rookie.
Oh, Andre Jones. I was
Andre
Jones.
Jones.
I was just going through my head. I was like, wait a minute, who did I miss? Yeah. Nice. Andre Jones with the knockdown. I didn't even see it. I was screaming at the guys to pick up the ball.
Here we go. 3rd and 10 now. Jones still in there at the top of your screen on the line. Mac Jones is going to get sacked.
Jones! That was Jones. They're calling a penalty, I think, for watch. They got the ball too, but there's a flag. I think it's going to be roughing the passer though.
No, you
yeah,
can't
because he landed
that.
on him. Watch.
No.
Yep, I told you.
Roughing the passer against Washington's going to bring up 1st and 10. KJ Henry.
I just don't buy it.
I've got to watch this one again. KJ Henry gets around the outside. And what? In
what
the
is he
world
supposed to do?
That has got to be one of the
Nathan
calls I've ever seen. Where's my boo button? Get it? I don't like, how was that not a clean sack? Here we go. 1st and 10. Mac Jones pitches this one out. Stevenson back in. Stevenson's tackled for a loss by Percy Butler and Mayo. 2nd and 11 here.
Here's Dean Blandino.
Dean Blandino here. Waiting for the I just don't get it. That was just a good tack. That was a good sack there. Mac Jones, empty backfield. He's going to toss this one out to the right-hand side. Almost picked off. Emmanuel Forbes is in coverage. It almost picks this one off by Mac Jones. Rager was the intended target, but has to play defense. And this is why, this is why Forbes plays defense and not offense here. As this one was
pass interference.
He had like his hands on the ball, not once, but twice, and still doesn't bring it down.
That's pass interference on the offense, Nathan.
Yeah, 3rd and
He
11.
grabbed him.
I don't think we're getting any calls right now against the Patriots. If that's a pass interference, I didn't hear what Blandino had to say. This ball is in the middle, and St. Juice is in coverage.
No,
Gesicki
that's
was
not
the intended
interference.
target. Jones is not happy,
even
but
try
we're gonna move this one up. I'm gonna go ahead and lock it up here for St. Juice on Gesicki this time.
I mean, he's got him covered like a blanket. How is that? That's not
Yeah,
interference.
a bad throw. He's Jones, I think, is just trying to throw it out here, just trying to get penalties.
Just trying to get, yeah.
But he throws it at the back of St. Juice here. It's 4th and 11 with a field goal attempt coming here, 43-yarder for the Patriots. And I'm going to go back there. How in the world was that roughing the passer?
Field goal's good.
Field goal is good.
Blandino's defended the refs and said you have to go off to the side of him. You can't land
Baloney.
I mean, he just hit him, and then what's he supposed to do? In midair, flip his body, even though his momentum is going straight down. How can a human possibly do that?
That is horrendous. Horrendous. I've seen some bad, roughing the passer calls. Okay. We all have. Okay. But I mean, I don't understand how that one can get called, how that one looks any different than 90% of your other clean sacks. It just doesn't. He didn't land on him. It wasn't like he drove him to the ground. He didn't lead with his helmet. He didn't hit Mac Jones's helmet. He didn't put a hand to the face. He didn't go low. They don't like you going low. He didn't go high. They don't like you going high. He had what I would consider a perfect form tackle.
Got no argument here.
And it's roughing the passer. TJ saying that Blandino did end up saying it wasn't a roughing the passer.
Oh, did he? So, all right. Well, look, you did end up getting the stop, and it's also important to note that,
but that
was a fumble too, by the way.
Yeah, that was not just supposed to be.
I don't know if like down or not, but
that shouldn't be 3 points. It looked like he had fumbled it to me when we watched the replay. I was focused more on the tackle, but it looked like Mac Jones might have lost that one previous to hitting the ground. I mean, that was supposed to be at minimum a sack, right? And they would have been out of field goal range. They're likely going to have to punt it away because that was third down. That was 3rd down.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they get a 1st down. Washington gets a stop. They hold them to 3 points. So they're only down 7.
It was, it doesn't say on here what the yardage was.
TJ saying it wasn't a fumble.
Yeah, it might not have been a fumble, but we didn't even get to look at it because it was a non-factor, fumble or not. They were keeping the ball. At least technically on the play-by-play from ESPN, they have fumble on there. But then they have, of course, the penalty, roughing the passer.
Kick is up, and this time not going to be returnable. That one was through the uprights. Well, extra point there for the Patriots in my book.
So this is their first drive of the second half, right? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Stoner, they're asking for it.
Yeah, run the freaking ball. Or run the ball. I wonder why that one works without a problem, but
I don't know.
The other. Do you have all WAV files or maybe all MP3 or is there
I would love to look at it, but my roadcaster didn't want to cooperate with me today. Logan Thomas is going to motion, get back out there. Quick pass out to Logan. Logan's going to get about 6, maybe 7 on this one, setting up a 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Sam Howell back at it after throwing an interception to end the 2nd quarter.
I'm going to chart so I don't have to look it up.
That was a short pass.
Yes, but it was a pass.
It was a pass. Oh, we're going to see lots of passing. We'll probably see.
I know.
Oh,
But
it's an empty
why?
backfield here as Antonio Gibson's out wide with nobody within 5 yards of him, which is a good thing because this is a screenplay to him. And he's going to go. He's still upright at the 40.
Go.
He's going to
Ball.
Ooh, it looked like he was about to lose this ball.
I saw it.
So yeah, he very much looked like Antonio Gibson was about to be Gibby for a second because this one looked like it was going to be bad. He does slip after catching, but he is able to push it forward for a Washington first down.
First down. Yes, sir.
Watching people at the top of this
I don't know
whatever
if I would
lighthouse
like
or
that.
whatnot.
That's too high for me, man. Looks cool. All right, but that's good.
Going to have Crowder in motion. Brian Robinson's going to take this one, has some blockers, cuts it right into the middle. Going to pick up about 7 yards off of this carry. Nice carry there, right through Guy Sr., defensive lineman for the Patriots.
Nice 7-yard run. Thank you. Nice job. So they're back to their game plan. Short pass. So it's short pass, run so far on offense. Get out there, Gibby.
Yeah, Brian Robinson.
What are you looking at?
Looking like either he's feeling something or he's get looked at right now.
Maybe, I think he's.
But
right.
Antonio Gibson's going to be back there. He's going to get the carry. He's going to have to run through a couple tackles, but he does and picks up a Washington first down.
Nice. Short pass, run. I like it. I like it a lot.
Gibson, like I said, having to work there, going through the center, had a couple blue jerseys, looking to grab him, but pushes forward, gives Washington the first down here, and positive territory at the 45 of the Patriots in the I formation.
Oh, I love it.
Hand off to Gibson over on the right-hand side. He's going to get through the first tackles. He's going to get another Washington first down out of that I formation. And now
can they just run the I formation all day, please? Can they just do that for me?
Bringing out some of the plays, man, we haven't seen under Eric Bieniemy at all, as Armagh goes one way, Gibson goes the other. Taking a little breather is Antonio Gibson, and we'll see who's back out there for the Commanders, who have 106 rushing yards. So Brian Robinson is back out there, which is a good sign for the team. It's going to be a quick pass out his way, and it is not on target, and it wouldn't have mattered as he had one guy right on top of him. I think that one was probably more of an Antonio Gibson type play, but why are we seeing Jacoby Brissett?
I think Jacoby and Belichick are like.
Oh, there's some history, I guess.
Yeah,
sure.
some good history. I think Belichick really likes Jacoby.
Should have traded for him. 2nd and 10 here. Ball at the 33 yard line. Snap does get away. Sam Howell looking deep. Tosses it out there. Has 2 wide receivers in. This is cut by Jahan Dotson for the touchdown.
Woo! What a throw. What a catch. Wow.
Woo.
Beautiful throw by. I don't know why there were 2 receivers over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but Jahan Dotson comes down with this one as he and Terry McLaurin were in the same area. Terry McLaurin ends up getting tripped up, but it doesn't matter. Jahan Dotson comes down with that one, and we can forgive him for the pass earlier as he scores one there. Absolutely.
What a throw.
It was a beautiful ball by Sam Howell.
What a throw. God, that was so pretty.
From the left hash, Joey Sly is going to attempt the extra point. And this one will go up and through the uprights. We got a tie ball game.
Yes, sir, we do.
Here in the third quarter at Gillette Stadium. And that was by no means an easy catch, but
Correct.
Jahan Dotson bringing it down.
Good job.
All game tied. Your mom's favorite player with the howl.
And it's gone.
It is what
There it is.
Yeah.
And it's
A little bit at the end there. I'm looking over. It's weird. I've got the screen up and blurry on this end. And
it is a little bit.
But then I look over here and it's clean. And I do see that the internet's on the struggle bus a little bit.
It'll come back.
Washington putting in some points on the board. And I tell you, if you're one of the nearly 300 people watching this right now, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yes,
if you
please.
like what you're seeing here from Sam Howell and this Washington Commanders offense, putting the 7 on the board to tie this one up here in their first drive in the third quarter. And Stoner, you were charting that for us.
Yeah, it was interesting. Again, short pass, run, short pass, deep touchdown. Could it be because the defense was coming up with all those short passes and all those runs, and that left not only Jahan one-on-one, but Terry McLaurin was one-on-one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what running will do for you, along with, of course, the short passes, which is an extension of the run game. That was a brilliant drive called by Eric Bieniemy. Just how you want to do it. Those short passes, not all of them were complete. He missed the one to B-Rob out in the flat, but it was effective, very effective. 3 straight runs in there too. Thank you. That's how you call an offense.
Commandalorian calling out some of the haters saying, no. All you saying Hal and EB are trash. Keep that same energy, man. Fans can be some fair weather people, and it will change on the flip of a dime. So I just say keep all that same energy anyways. If you're a fan, we don't fan police here. I love passion. I think the worst thing you can have is apathy.
Yes, agreed.
And so it's good to have passion, because apathy is what's going to kill you. And we've seen that with our channel. When the team's just not playing well, we get the angry people, right? Mm-hmm. And they come in and they let us know how bad Washington is, as Joey Sly kicks this one up and out of the end zone there. But we've seen it, right? When they're angry, they're coming out and they're commenting, they're letting us know how angry they are. But when it's just a continual beatdown on the team, people just they stop showing up.
Yeah.
Right. TJ asked that question, I believe, on Wednesday. What do we do if we think the season's over?
Yeah.
But we still want to support Ref the District. Well, you have to still come out. You have to still come out for us here, as it's 1st and 10 from the 25 for Mac Jones and this Patriots offense. Ezekiel Elliott's going to get the coverage, and he's going to get swallowed up at the line of scrimmage as Deron Payne, I believe, was in there in the backfield with him.
Yeah, it's crazy. That one play skews the stats so much for their running, because they really haven't been able to run the ball other than that one play. Mm-hmm. And I'll even look at what the numbers are. 13 for 27 other than the one play rushing.
Well, Mac Jones looking to pass this one, gets this one away to Henry with Percy Butler in coverage. Looks like they'll get the first down off of this one.
Well, they've tried Khaleke Hudson on him. They've tried Percy Butler on him. They've tried St. Just on him. Really, no one's been able to stop him. I don't know who we have to credit, who talked about it early on, about Hunter Henry being the man this game.
It was Gregory. It's going to be a short pass out and wonderfully covered again. Kendall Fuller, man. He is going to be up for a contract, and I would be okay if Washington paying him.
You just can't overpay him, because he's going to be.
You can't, yeah. But I mean, the market is what the market is. Yeah. 2nd and 9 here after Kendall Fuller sniffs out that screen. Quick pass out here. Emmanuel Forbes in coverage. There is no penalty there, and Emmanuel Forbes is seeing a lot of playing time, and they've thrown it his way, and he has shown why he was a first-round pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Christian Gonzalez, by the way, on EIR for the Patriots, the one that a lot of people wanted Washington to draft.
Raising my hand.
I mean, well, we were calling for Gonzo. I thought we were very excited, but
3rd and 9.
Third and 9 here.
Threatening to blitz.
They are going to bring a blitz, and they're bringing a lot of people in, and this is going to be stopped at about the 41-yard line by Smith-Schuster. And
who was
that?
it?
Manuel Forbes in on the tackle?
It was Kendall Fuller.
Kendall Fuller, and again
Kendall
on
Fuller
the tackle.
Obata. Oh, they're going for it.
They are going to go for it on 4th and 5.
Ooh.
I wonder, is it just this? Yep,
Be
here
careful.
we go with the punt.
They're doing a quick change. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Ridgeway, I guess, is out for Payne is out for either one. He's the only one.
Yeah.
Changing 12 guys.
So they are going to go for a punt. If they change, don't we get the change? Like, do we have to rush it?
No.
There we go. So we get set up here. The punt is going to go away. Like they were acting like they were going to quick punt it on there. It's caught at the 10. Jameson Crowder going to dive forward, push up, and get to around the 24-yard line there. So about 14-yard gain on this. And number 14 is coming out for Washington to put them back up on top.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, man. This is that game. Washington is thoroughly outplayed New England in this game. But for 3 plays, their own fumble, the 64-yard run, and the interception in the end zone. Otherwise, they have outplayed them.
Well, Washington's going to have to continue outplaying them with a lot of time left here, Stoner.
Oh, yeah. It's like 4 minutes left in the third.
A lot of time left here.
So, yeah, Nathan, New England, other than that 64-yard run, they have rushed the ball 13 times for 27 yards.
It's not good.
So 2 yards a carry, other than the one play.
That's good by Washington. That's great for Washington's defense, but Patriots are being stubborn here, continuing to run the ball.
They've given up so far 215 yards, the defense has. Total 215. Again, you take away that one run, they're at like 150 yards total. And Washington has 321 yards of offense.
My guess, Yam, is this is what they were trying to do. I think they were going to keep the offense out there to try to draw the 5-yard. Then they do their quick change because they have to rush, because they have to snap that before the play clock. Because Washington, as soon as they made the punt team go out there, Washington had all the time in the world to get their people on.
They get to match it. Absolutely.
Yep. So, I think that was just trying to get some crossed signals there, and then they needed to get the snap away before the play clock ended.
Put that one up from M. Jones there right after Yams.
M. Jones with that 64 running touchdown. We smoking these fools. Yeah, and that's what Stoner was saying. I mean, they've run in 2 yards a carry. The defense has been doing. It's all revisionist history, right? Because if you don't give them, if Brian Robinson doesn't pull a Robbie, then they don't get that short field in this, and they don't score.
Yep.
So,
and if doesn't throw that interception in the end zone,
there's another touchdown, right?
At worst, you get 3.
Yeah, it's Washington needing to do a little bit more here. I agree with you, Louie. Protect the ball here is Sam Howell. He's going to start this one from the 24-yard line as Armagh in motion. Goes away from that, goes to Jahan Dotson, who bounces it up and is back to Stonehands.
That was a bit high, but yeah, you got to catch that.
Okay, if it hits you in the hand, Stoner, you know the rule.
Jahan Dotson's whole thing was that he catches everything.
Yeah.
And he's not that guy anymore. He's just a receiver. He's not that guy who catches everything anymore. He's going to have to earn that. But that touchdown catch was pretty sweet. So that was a short pass again.
2nd and 10. Brian Robinson's going to run this one to the left. He's going to pick up about 2 yards on this. 1.5 yards is where they're starting to mark this one, sitting up a 3rd down and long. Most of Washington's 3rd downs have felt like they were, much shorter distance than they were against Philadelphia. I think it's like 3rd and 9 was their average against Philadelphia. We got a 3rd and 8 here.
That's what they're putting up right now. Their last 3 3rd downs were 10 yards to go, 23 yards to go, and 10 yards to go, and they converted all 3. Now they're at 8 yards to go.
Yeah, they've been too long here in this second half. Sam Howell dropping back, launches this one up to the left-hand side, looking for Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's going to come down with this, and that is a catch.
That's a catch. That's a catch. Off his back foot, Sam Howell threw that and dropped it right in the bucket. Let's see.
Whoop.
All right.
Oh, yeah, he's dragging everything. He's got everything on
close.
there. Yeah.
Not even.
That's a Washington first down. Beautiful throw there. That's all the way to the 48-yard line of the Patriots. Sam Howell looking to pass again. Quick pass out. This one gets to Terry McLaurin in space. Terry McLaurin in a foot race. Oh, Terry McLaurin in a foot race just kind of trips himself up. Otherwise, that's a house call.
Ooh, I thought
he had 4 Patriots behind him, and they weren't going to catch him until this. He stumbles. He absolutely beats that last guy. I'm telling you, he beats that last guy. No, he beats this tackle. If he doesn't fall, he's not being tackled. They'll bounce around. He's not being tackled. That's a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 12-yard line now in that I formation. Brian Robinson's going to run, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage. 5 getting a little testy there with Armagh. He swung. He definitely swung.
No, he hit him in like his back, but he's still.
Yeah, he still swung. Yeah.
Get him out of here, Bentley. That you're not. You're not a Bentley. Let me just tell you that. I'm going to rename him like Volkswagen something. Bentley, please.
Washington picking up 1 yard on that run, setting up 2nd and 9 here with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Antonio Gibson, the running back. Sam Howell looking to pass. He is going to throw this up into the end zone, back of the end zone to Logan Thomas, but that I will take. Okay. That was a ball that only Logan Thomas was going to come down with. If anybody was going to come down with, it's not the best. MK with that's a Kia. That's not Bentley. That's Kia. That's Kia.
I think that throw was kind of in response to his first half throw, the interception that he was just, I'm not even going to risk it. So you can call that he learned.
He did have the check down though. I would have liked to have seen him just take what he can as it sets up a 3rd and 9 for Washington. 4 coming here. Sam Howell again throwing into the back of the end zone. And again, going to fall incomplete. Sam Howell and Logan Thomas looking for the call. Not going to get it as Kia runs off the field, knowing he did wrong.
Kia.
Well, I guess Kia's not going to be a sponsor anytime soon for Ref the District.
Oh, darn. Maybe Bentley will, though.
4th and 9 here. 30-yard attempt coming from Joey Sly. I agree. Take the points.
Mark it, Nathan. Put it up. Put it up. It's 2017. Mark it.
And that is good. It is good. 20-17.
No such thing as a curse. It's a high snap, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, Stoner. I was just like, you're far too comfortable with that. So it was Peppers was number 5 who took the swing, by the way.
Oh, it was Peppers?
It was Peppers,
okay.
not Kia.
Oh, okay. So we're going to have to start calling him Salt. He doesn't deserve the name if he's going to be swinging on our guys.
I mean, that was a salty swing he took at Armagh. Armagh taking a swing at the back by Jabril Peppers, and Armagh gets up and was like, dude, what the heck? And
Nathan.
Yes,
short pass, run, deep pass, run, deep pass, deep pass. So, I mean, they converted a nice long 3rd and 9 on that play to McLaurin. You know what? I might have missed one. You know what? No,
I think you
actually,
missed one. Yeah.
let me change that. Oh yeah, I did. I actually missed one. So there was pass short, and then another deep pass.
I think you're right, Stoner. We're starting to see a little bit more of that deep passing attack.
Mhm.
And it's if it's not stalling out the offense, what it is doing is it's putting them in bad positions.
Yeah.
You don't want 3rd and 9. Okay. It's great that they converted that one. And it was a heck of a play and loved and was all exciting and all this other stuff. But you just don't want to have to consistently pick up 9 yards on 3rd down. You just can't do it. Okay. You have to, the best way to avoid 3rd and 9s is just to pick up the 1st down and 1st and 2nd down. Okay. So you don't need to pick up all of that in one go. You just need nice, successful plays. And this reminds me of the split that Sam Howell had last week against the Philadelphia Eagles. First half, analytically speaking, he had a fantastic first half. His second half wasn't great. In fact, it almost was undoing all the good he did in that first half. And part of that is the play calling that you're seeing from Eric Bieniemy, where we're getting in love with those deep passes. It's a 2nd and 9. You don't need to go for the end zone. So here we go with the Joey Sly kick. And that one's going to be in between the P and the A of Patriots in the end zone. And for some reason, we're bringing up the Montez Sweat and Chase Young graphic.
Yeah, because that's a good talking point.
Yeah,
3rd downs. 7 of 11, Nathan. Washington is on 3rd down conversions. That's pretty darn
good. That's really good. That's really good. The as far as the talking point, we are in the 3rd quarter, late into the 3rd quarter. Yeah. I don't think that's a talking point anymore. There we go. As Mac Jones gets this one out to Stevenson, he's trying to find the corner and does stay upright and picks up a few yards there, as we see Andre Jones getting in a little love.
Some playtime.
Taylor Heineke getting a screen out to Jonnu Smith for a touchdown.
Nice throw, Taylor.
Ooh, Jonnu Smith slid on the runway there. Here we go. 2nd and 2 for the Patriots. Stevenson's going to take a carry, and Jamin Davis hits him in the backfield and should have had a tackle for a loss, but instead it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots.
He still gets half a tackle.
Jamin Davis hits this hole and just absolutely should just have blown him up, but does stay in it and comes back for a tackle. Yeah, he did a good job coming back to the play there. 55 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Washington holding a 3-point lead right now over the Patriots as they got a 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Stevenson is not going to get this carry. Mac Jones looking deep on the play action and hits his man in the hands, but that is Jalen Reagor being Jalen Reagor.
100%, Nathan. Well said.
I mean, this one is dropped in the bucket here. I mean, I'm not gonna say this is an easy catch. Okay, I would not pretend, but it is a catch you have to make when you're a former 1st round pick, right? Like, I mean,
if you're in the NFL, you have to make that catch.
Yeah,
not just a 1st rounder. If you're an NFL player,
Reagor got by Fuller, and I'm not sure who the safety was. Probably Percy Butler. 2nd and 10 here now, and it's a quick pass out to Juju Smith-Schuster. This time Kendall Fuller in on the tackle. Decent coverage there. It's going to set up 3rd down and 3.
They're going to try to draw them off here, Nathan, because they don't have to run a play before the end of the quarter, and they're rushing. I think it's going to be a draw them off.
18 seconds on the game clock, 20 seconds here now on the play clock.
Don't fall for it.
They are definitely getting this one close here as they move Stevenson over 4 seconds, 3 seconds. They got Gesicki. And this is going to go to the fourth quarter with Washington holding a 3-point lead over the New England Patriots. Washington defense better not fall asleep.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick six, baby! Get in there! Yes, sir! That's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't sleep makes you great. Let's go.
All right, Washington having a chance to get the W up in New England, and you have a chance to head out to Don't Sleep Energy and get their new red berry shots. As that is out there. Make sure you just use our code DISTRICT. Get yourself a little discount there as you support a DMV company and Don't Sleep Energy.
Yeah, man. Love those guys.
Fourth quarter wash for us, Stoner. Washington holding a lead right now, but the Patriots looking to drive. They've got a short third down here.
Yeah.
What's the play call for the Patriots, and how did the Commanders stop it?
Well, I think the play call is going to be something quick, a quick slant. They've been throwing a lot of those in this game, and Washington's just going to have to play up on those and hopefully get some rush up the middle to be able to try and knock the ball down. But they've been very successful at it. It's not the end of the world if New England does convert this third down. They are about at midfield, somewhere in that area. So just got to stiffen up a little bit on defense and not let them march all the way down and score. I mean, again, the stats that we're looking at after 3 quarters, Washington just is dominating in every facet except for the turnover game, obviously. The time of possession is still basically 28-17. The yards is 386 to 237. Total plays 58-43. And then Washington only ran 14 plays, but scored 10 points in that quarter.
This one, ball at the 47. It's 3 yards to go for the Patriots here. They need to get to the 50 here as they're going to bring Elliott in motion. Empty backfield, quick out to Elliott, who's unable to bring this one down. And we're going to see some penalty flags flying. And
Jamin's on the ground, and he's calling for offensive interference, but that very rarely happens.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens. Are they going to say that Henry here ran into Davis? Yeah, so it looks like, Henry trucks over Davis.
Oh, that's not even close. Do you take the penalty, Nathan? It's going to be 4th and 3.
I do, because they're I feel like they would go for it on 4th and 3.
4th and 3, but it's going to be 3rd and 18, right? Yeah. But that gives them a chance to possibly get a pass interference.
I trust my defense here. Yeah, I trust my defense here. But they are going to decline it, bringing up 4th and 3. So this is why I'm sitting here with you, Stoner, and not on the sidelines. As
can you change it when you see the offense go back out on the field? No, they're punting it, but
they are going to go ahead and punt it away.
Watch for the fake.
Jamison Crowder out there. The ball is, it's at the 47-yard line. I'm really shocked they didn't just keep it out there. Maybe because it was a negative play. But
yeah,
New England looking like they're going to punt, and it is going to be punted away. Jamison Crowder back there to receive, just going to let this one go, and it is bouncing high and into the end zone as Slatter tries to throw it back out there. Almost had an opportunity to do so, but
that has been around forever.
So Doug was on the take the fourth down. I was just say
Okay. I think I was with you, Nathan. I think I would have pushed him back another, because that's offensive interference. That's 15-yard penalty. That's not like a 5-yarder. So then it would have been, then it would have been 3rd and 18 from what they were at the 47.
Yeah,
go back from the 32-yard line.
Sure,
I'm probably with you, Nathan. But look, no harm done, right? They punted it, and you got the ball back.
I'm assuming Tommy means, because our broadcast has been fourth down since the don't sleep.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, so I think the broadcast had third quarter out there. Yeah, on TV, Tommy T is saying, because I had to do a double take. I was like, no, it's not. My machine's not that broken. As Brian Robinson's going to take this carry into the heart of that Patriots defense, and he's going to pick up 2.5 yards or so on this one.
Yeah, they only had the ball 2 times in that third quarter. Washington did, and they got a touchdown and a field goal out of it from their offense. So very efficient. Oh, as they put the graphic up, I was just talking about that.
There you go.
Yeah, so very efficient in this in that third quarter.
They did give Brian Robinson 3 yards on that. Gibson's going to empty the backfield out wide left now for Washington. Sam Howell looking to throw, looks to the left, tries to get short, and he is going to get it to Jamison Crowder. This will set up 3rd and short for Washington.
Oof.
That throw is I still
don't like it.
Cross body throw, and I don't like it at all, Stoner. I don't like it at all. But I'm glad that it worked out for us. I'm telling you, Terry McLaurin had a touchdown there if he just stays upright.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Jones had an angle on him, but
no. I'm taking my guy. I mean, I might be biased. I might be a little biased.
All right. 3rd and 1 in shotgun. Don't like it. I formation.
It is going to be handoff to Brian Robinson, who dives forward, and Brian Robinson will get the Washington first down.
Nice job. Nice job, Brian Robinson and the offensive line. It's, again, what do you get? 2 yards? They're an effective 2 yards.
Yep. Joe asking to stop running it on first down. Not sure I agree with that.
It'll be interesting.
I agree with Keith here. I agree with Keith. You got to run the ball.
Yep.
Sam Howell, Sam Howell's only been sacked 1 time so far, by my count.
Yep. You are correct.
He is going to roll out. He's got some pressure. He is just going to wisely toss this one, looking like he was aiming for the Gatorade on the sidelines that time. Again, I'll take those. I will absolutely take him throwing the ball out of bounds when the play is not there.
Yep, absolutely.
That is smart play, and what Sam Howell needs to show the rest of this season here. His team has a 3-point lead here in the fourth quarter, but lots of game time left here. Ball is at the 31-yard line of Washington. 2nd and 10. Play clock got down to 2. Sam Howell's going to get flushed out of the pocket. He's going to slide, and that will be sack number 2.
Technically, it's a sack.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not one of those egregious sacks.
Yeah,
so you
just
bring up 3rd.
1 yard loss too on that one. So I think
another
if he stays,
long. Sorry.
Yeah, another long 3rd down. I think if he stays upright, he probably gets no gain.
Yeah.
Probably a sack, but yeah, it is a 3rd and 11 here. Washington playing behind the sticks, and that looked like that was going to be a deep pass, or intended to be deep, and just wasn't there for Sam Howell. And they're going to have to take a timeout, which I hate. They've been getting really close on this, Stoner.
On the play clock?
On the play clock. They've been running that down, and that last one, the play clock was at 2 when it was snapped, and we've seen it go down a lot. And it's not, to me, it's not a deliberate we're draining the clock type thing. It is more of a we were taking too long to set up our offense, and we're snapping the ball late,
or the play is getting in late,
or the play's getting in late. Something's going on, because consistently in this game they've been getting that play clock further and further down. I'm not surprised to see that they ended up having to call a timeout.
Interesting, when they were kind of coming out of that timeout, the New England defenders were motioning like this, like they're telling their ends to come in from the outside to put pressure on Sam. I don't know if they saw that.
Looks like the blitz is going to be coming here. We'll see how many actually drop. They're only rushing 4. Sam Howell has some time, and he's going to dump this one off to Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas has some space. Oh, he gets tripped up, though.
Punt it.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, if he hadn't got tripped, though, he would have had it.
Yeah, but Logan Thomas had it's a 4th and 1. Oh, my. I want to go for it. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. No, they're taking Sam Howell off, and they're going to have Tressway out here to punt. Oh, man. Yeah. If he just keeps up after that trip attempt, Washington would still be driving. It looks like it would have been a long one as Tressway gets this punt away and backpedaling for it, getting it around the 9 is Douglas, who's looking for some blocks. And yes,
nice job.
Chris Robinson, everybody. Hasn't
Also
been playing on offense. Chris Rodriguez, rather.
Yeah. Great
Chris
play.
Rodriguez, everybody.
Nice job.
Hasn't been playing on offense, makes the play on special teams.
And that was all the returner going backwards. So there's no forward momentum there. So they're going to be at the 3. This is a good chance for this defense to do something.
HT hitting it there. Special teams, not that one. We'll get to Bosky here in a moment. Nice special teams by Washington today. Doing a pretty good job there. Bosky, Logan is old. I mean, he's not a spry guy anymore.
Nah. Yeah. But he was that close from picking up that first down. He just got tripped up.
C-Rod on the good coverage team stuff there. When you do good things, you get the good nicknames.
That's right.
Or in Antonio Gibson's case, you're not called your nickname.
Right. B-Rob lost his nickname for a little bit.
Yeah.
Has he got it back?
I've been calling him Brian Robinson. Maybe a couple B-Robs in there. But.
All right. You gotta earn your nicknames around here at Ref the District.
Yeah. He got a bad nickname for that fumble. We called him Robbie for a few series there. This defense, how great would it be to get a Casey Toohill sack here?
Just get a turnover.
Washington has not been really getting into the backfield on Mac Jones so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it up here, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, 0 sacks on Mac Jones so far. I thought so, but there was the one I forgot. That was KJ roughing
Henry.
the passer by KJ Henry. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Forgot about that one. Bull-loney call.
But it's not like Mac has been just kind of standing out there.
No, there've been quick passes. Yeah, he's been under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Color me shocked. Yeah, color me surprised. So,
did he throw one? Yeah, it's like 4:30 in the morning. What are you doing? I love it. The dedication. He's back. He's throwing some shade towards Atlanta. Washington has a 3-point lead here. Last 9 November games, Washington is 8-1. They are a November team. Yep.
As this ball is at the 5-yard line, Mac Jones under center. Going to hand this one to Stevenson. Stevenson trying to get there, but that is John Ridgway getting his big old paw in there and tackling Stevenson. Let's go, Ridgway.
Nice play. Tried to run right up the middle. They have not been able to do it other than the one play.
It brings up 2nd and 10. No gain on that one. And now we're in shotgun here. Mac Jones looking to throw. Mac Jones gets this one away. This one is going to be caught.
Wow. What a
difficult
catch.
pass, but Douglas brings this one down. And Christopher Price was right on the money with this guy. He is absolutely the one to watch. I mean, that's an outstretched ball as far away. I mean, decent coverage by Fuller. That doesn't look like a catchable ball, and Douglas pulls it down. Here we go. Stevenson up the middle. Stevenson's going to have a swarm of jerseys around him. Now they're pushing him backwards, and they'll be called forward progress here. 4 yards on the gain, 2nd and 6. But yeah, Pop Douglas has been the best threat. I mean, I know Stevenson's got the 64-yard run there, but outside of that, not been doing too much. And Pop Douglas just looks like he's a good little wide receiver there for New England. Empty backfield for the Patriots. Ball at the 20-yard line, 2nd and 6 here. And we're going to quick throw out there. Pop Douglas is going to bring in a second one. Cam Curl and St. Juice in on coverage.
Look, everybody saw it.
Everybody,
you have to throw the flag.
Everybody is throwing the flag.
He's going to throw it. He has to.
Williams getting in there. Let's see what happens.
Can't see from that angle, though.
Can't see it from that one.
But all those guys right there, they said they saw it.
He's got to He got to look for the. We got a James Smith Williams is
smart.
Yeah, on the ground.
Oh, I'm hurt. Let's give our replay team a chance.
Yeah, but they got to see it on the video board. You got to wait for it to come on the video board, Stoner.
But I got a big ass video board there at Gillette Stadium. So
let's see if he's going to throw it. We're gonna go. We're hitting a commercial break.
Did he go down? James Smith Williams goes down to give Ron more time to throw the challenge flag.
Nice stat there, Yam.
What's stat? I can't see it.
Sam Howell clips 300 passing yards in consecutive games for the first time in his career. Right, Ernie. Let's go, Skins. Come on.
Let's go. Come on. The play, we haven't been able to see whether it was caught or not, but you had guys all up and down that sideline, coaches and players screaming that was an incomplete pass. So I think you got to trust that. I know guys will kind of try and convince the officials that it was incomplete, but when they're that adamant, everybody, we learned this last week against Philadelphia when everybody was screaming for a challenge flag on Devontae Smith and they didn't throw it. Ron said he needed more time to look at it on the board. But this one, I'm assuming he threw the challenge flag. Maybe I'll go check real quick.
Sidelines was saying that was not a catch. The players were saying it's not a catch. Douglas kind of popped up and kind of looked around before making the first down kind of indicator like, yeah, no, I got that. That's a first down.
Let's see. I'm looking through Twitter.
Maybe New York comes in and says, yeah, that wasn't a catch like they did against Washington. Now that they've had a little extra time.
I'm not seeing where people are saying that was not a catch. Yeah, I don't see anybody saying it. I've seen a couple people say great catch. Well, I think they're actually talking about the previous one.
Yeah. Ernest, all the way in KC. Thanks for tuning in. I'm down in Oklahoma. Yeah, GKO. We do get the challenge flag.
Okay, so hopefully they saw something.
Flag. Woo! I'm trying to get that in front of the camera here. Let's see if I can't actually do that.
Heck, you say, yeah, I saw it. There you go, GK. There you go.
All right, challenge on the flag. Let's see. They've had a good long while to look at it. So
smart by James Smith Williams. I'm telling you, he did that. Somebody told him to.
Blandino coming in, gonna probably side with the Patriots. He just looks like he's gonna side with the Patriots. So let's see here. He's coming down. Oh, that's unfortunately not good enough of an angle, I don't think. It definitely looks like the ball is on the ground.
Blandino says no catch. He says that's a good challenge. Said the ball was coming.
Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Yeah,
that's a very clean.
Oh, yeah, clean.
No catch. Clean. Ron Rivera with winning the challenge. Woo!
Nice. I like it. I like it.
Douglas not able to bring this one down. This one needs to come back. Let's see here.
I mean,
Makes
that's an easy one.
I
That's
mean,
no
yeah,
problem.
that one very
even worried.
irrefutable evidence, right? Like the first angle, I was like, it looks like maybe the ball came out. That second one, he clearly is falling forward with no ball in his arms.
Yep, 100%. They know it. Look, New England's already all the way back.
Yeah. Bill Belichick probably unhappy with James Smith-Williams going down and giving them some time. James Smith-Williams knows what he did. James Smith-Williams knows what he did.
I got a lot of feedback on Twitter when I put that out there.
Yeah,
Like,
all right.
James Smith-Williams, brilliant, all this other stuff. And some people are like, I have no idea what you're talking about. He did no such thing, kind of facetious. Like, of course he did, but we can't admit that.
This one's been
bring him
back.
back.
Bringing up
all the way back to the
3rd
20.
and 6.
Yeah, exactly. And 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ron Rivera
Stop here, Nathan.
Saw it on the scoreboard. He's like, all right, you're right. I got to throw that one. On the big board. Washington getting the 3rd and 6. James Smith-Williams is definitely he's smiling back there. He knows what he did. James Smith-Williams knows what he did. Love it.
But that's smart. That's gamesmanship.
Yeah.
That's smart.
That's good.
That's super smart. Whether he did it on his own or somebody told him to, it's smart. Because Ron needs a few extra seconds. He's a little bit older. He needs a little bit more time.
He's like Logan Thomas. It takes a little while to get moving there a little bit. Here we go. 3rd and 6. You got to take that momentum here as
take advantage
Juju Schuster is in motion out to the right-hand side. Emmanuel Forbes 1-on-1 over there, by the way.
Yeah. It doesn't look like
man coverage. Stevenson is he's going to move in a little bit. Mac Jones just lofting this one up. Stevenson. Oh, beautiful pass defense by Damon Davis, getting there late as Stevenson had him beat. And if Mac Jones throws a better pass, this is another big play. But Jamin Davis getting in there and disrupting this one at the right time. He doesn't have his head turned back, but he sees Stevenson going for the catch. And so Jamin Davis gets his hand up there. This punt is away. Jamison Crowder backpedaling, going to get this one just north of the 20-yard line. He's going to run this one up into the middle, gets to about the 34-yard line as Hudson gets a little headbutt from a Patriots player.
They're getting swung on, got headbutt. What's going on?
Feisty. Yeah, Jamin Davison in coverage. He got beat, but make no doubt about it. But he does a great play. Like I said, as soon as he sees Stevenson put his hands out trying to catch it, Jamin Davis gets his hand right in the middle of that, and it deflects that pass away. And again, if that was just a better pass by Mac Jones, and this is, I don't care if this defense feasts on bad QBs. They need to. That's their job. Okay. I'll take it 100% of the way here. I'll take it. Sam Howell going to start this one at the 24-yard line for the Commanders. Brian Robinson, the running back.
Well, that's free play. Come on.
Wiley getting
how is that not offside?
That looked like a jump again by the defensive side there, but Sam Howell's going to at least get a 1 yard out of this. Wiley not able to keep his block, and part of that was because his guy took timed the snap correctly, I guess. Stoner.
But that's exactly right, Nathan. The difference was he got such a quick jump that Wiley had no choice. I thought they were going to call holding on Wiley. They probably could have. I thought it was going to be offsetting.
He definitely looked like he was going to be just trying to protect. So we got a Brian Robinson carryover on the right-hand side, and this is going to bring up third and 7.
This might be our
6.
Not film review, but something we're going to point out what their third down to goes are. Second half has been.
It's been awful.
10-9, 23 that they converted.
Yeah.
But
third and 6 coming up here for the Commanders.
They're 8 of 13 on third down, Nathan.
Well, they need to be 9-14 after this because they need to move the ball. They need to take time off. The broadcast showed the differential here in the fourth quarter. They've not been good. They've not been able to put games away. Sam Howell, though, is going to take his third sack.
That one was he stepped up in the pocket, but he didn't step up properly. So Kia got the sack.
Yeah, couldn't get away from the pressure. Let's see.
Good
coverage
defense.
was pretty good. And
Good coverage.
yeah, this is one of those times where I think you just, once you step up, if nobody's there, you just got to get rid of it or. Yeah, but Tressway jumps up for this one and is lucky this one isn't batted away. Caught at the 20 by Douglas. Douglas is not going to get more than a couple of yards out of this return. But Tressway, very, very good at his job. Okay. He had to jump way high and then has a guy in his face as he gets that punt and still manages to flip the field here. Oof. Bill Belichick chasing the all-time wins record. Something Christopher Price had talked about in our game preview, said that doesn't really want to trade him to Washington because he wants to see him have the opportunity here. So it's going to be against the Patriots.
Personal foul.
A face mask.
Love it.
Knocking him back even further.
Half the distance.
Yeah, Chris Bostic. Tressway's been one of the best players on this team for pretty much his entire career. All right, ball is right around that 9-yard line, like 9.5, as Emmanuel Fords daps up Pop Douglas there. And as the officials try to get things figured out here, and even Bill Belichick has that classic "I'm confused" look. See where the 41 here against Chris Rodriguez, I guess, gets a hand in
got a call
the face.
Don't give many of those.
Douglas in motion. Mac Jones going to go the other way to Ezekiel Elliott, who is immediately brought down by Cam Curl and Deron Payne. We'll take it. 2nd and 4.
I love him.
Mac Jones, a little trickery there from Bill O'Brien, as they looked like they wanted to go screen left and then dump it off to the right where there wasn't as many defenders. Time of possession, 32 to 18 minutes there in Commanders' favor, but only up 3 points here. Elliott, the upright back out of shotgun here. Mac Jones going to receive the snap. Looking to pass. Has to step up, gets this one away to Pop Douglas. Jamin Davis is going to get a flag called on him, I believe, or not. I'll take no. It's still going to be a first down by Douglas here.
Let's get him on his shoulder pads.
It definitely looked like he got him high up on the mask here. We'll see. Yep, just the shoulder pads. I guess it was because the hand was up. It looked like maybe he got Douglas there, but it's going to be a first down by the Patriots. Again, Mac Jones has not been taken down. I've got to say that they got to do the choo-choo once and it got taken away. KJ Henry on that one. Here's Ezekiel Elliott running up the middle and running over Ridgeway for a gain of about 3 yards.
Whoo, so coming down to it, Nathan. There's only 5 minutes.
36 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, these games just kill me. This team just does this to us every single week.
Elliott is the running back, and Mac Jones is going to toss it up his way. And Jamin Davis had an opportunity there. Not really. It was an ugly pass intended to really just kind of go out of bounds, setting up a 3rd and 7.
How about Jamin Davis not giving up on that, even though he was trying to throw it out of bounds? Maybe he had a shot at picking it off.
The
Nice
only
play.
thing I have to say is I'm not a fan of it. Like, where is he going to tip that up to? Because if Elliott stays in bounds, that's potentially a catch if he keeps that ball there. So
Another third
that's
down.
good effort. It is ball at the 34-yard line. They need to get to the 41 for a first down. Henry's going to go in motion. Gesicki is in the slot there. And Mac Jones looking to throw. Oh, he is launching this one deep downfield, and Emmanuel Forbes is back there, and there is no penalty, setting up 4th and 7. Emmanuel Forbes is doing a good job and coverage.
Wow. Nice job. They came with a blitz.
Quan Martin coming in on the blitz just gets pushed right out of there. And yeah, Rager again just losing track of this one. And this punt is going to be to Jamison Crowder, who's backing up at the 10, has space in front of him. Going to dance around a little bit, going to get to the 20, and we have a flag. And I imagine this is going to bring Washington closer.
He caught it at the 10.
Back end zone.
So they're going to start at the 5. That's not good.
Oh, the hat's out of bounds. Is that the gunner running out of bounds?
Or they wouldn't let him back in. I was kind of watching the gunner on the close side.
During the kick, holding by Washington. All right.
Yeah, I was watching the gunner. Didn't look like there was any penalty there, but
slant to Terry, folks. Slant to Terry. Let's go. I get it, Bosky. I really do, but this time give me a slant to Terry.
Bosky, don't listen to Nathan. Okay, run the effing ball.
Commanders offense, first time back-to-back with 400-plus yards since 2020. Woof. This offense has been bad. All right, Brian Robinson.
Yep, they're at the 5.
Back there in the end zone. He is going to run, and he is not going to go anywhere. And this is why I said quick slant to Terry.
Hey, keep letting them push you all the way back because they won't start that. Oh, I guess they did already start.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely did. As soon as they whistle, that play clock's, that's on you.
Gotcha.
25 seconds here.
So they're going to
40 left in the game. Second and 10. No gain on the first down run. I get you guys. I really do. Get running the ball. I love it too, but quick slant to Terry right here.
I want to keep the clock moving. I'm not concerned about anything else but keeping that clock moving.
This drive starting at the 5-yard line. Sam Howell running away, gets this ball out to Antonio Gibson, who has some room to run.
I guess it wouldn't matter.
He is going to run out of bounds, but he picks up about 6 yards on that. Bringing up 3rd and manageable for Washington.
Once they get the ball down, don't they start? Or is that under 5 minutes?
3rd and 4. And the clock has stopped at 4:15.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, so it's under 5 minutes it stops when you go out of bounds. So needed to stay in bounds there.
Washington, 8 for 14. Needs to make it 9 for 15. 3
what
yards
to go. What do you want to see here?
A short pass to Terry McLaurin. I'm a simple man, Stoner.
He's in the slot left.
We are going to see a pass. Sam Howell through the center. This is Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's going to slide down in bounds.
Stay in bounds.
Washington. First down.
So Terry smart McLaurin. To stay in bounds.
Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin. Love it.
So smart to fall down in bounds. Great pickup.
Yeah, as soon as he got that first down, and look, he knew it. He's like, yep, keep that clock rolling.
And by the way, excellent job by the offensive line to give Sam the time to wait for Terry to come all the way across and get himself open.
1st and 10. Now you can bring that run back. We are in shotgun. Brian Robinson is the running back. Snap at the 1 on the play clock. Brian Robinson happy to just to fall forward. He's going to pick up 3.5, maybe 4 yards off of this. Very slow developing play. Brian Robinson not in a hurry, by the way. Like I said, he just kind of went to the back of those guys and just kind of was like, yep, okay, all right, and I'm falling down for some extra yardage.
So it looks like New England called the timeout for their first timeout of the second half. That's smart. They have to. But That's what that completion did to McLaurin and him staying in bounds. It's now forcing New England to use their timeouts with 3:24 to go in the game. They either have to use their timeouts or the clock is just going to bleed down.
Only 2 yards on the carry, by the way.
This is the type of drive right here that can set you up for the next few games in terms of if they can keep getting first downs and not give the ball back to New England, that'll go a long way for the next few games.
Cole Turner sighting him, Logan Thomas, and John Bates are out there. Brian Robinson, the running back here on 2nd and 8.
They're going to throw it, aren't they?
Sam Howell looking to throw. This pass is tipped, and Logan Thomas gets out and underneath this. So that's going to keep the play going, but it looks like New England's going to take another timeout.
That's how big that catch is. Even though they got a yard, that keeps that clock going.
Oh, he dropped it. I think that this is going to just be called incomplete here.
Did they call it incomplete or did they get a timeout?
We'll wait to see it.
Because it's definitely incomplete.
It's very, very much incomplete. Like the Douglas one, I could have seen that one not going our way. This one, it's 3rd and 8 there. The play clock stopped. No need for a timeout from the Patriots here.
So they called it incomplete?
They called it incomplete.
Oh, man. That's why I don't like throwing it. That's a free timeout.
It is. 7 of 10, 108 yards, 6 first downs for Sam Howell on 3rd down.
That's pretty good.
Let's see what Eric Bieniemy calls here.
Now you throw it. Now
a screen. What are you looking at?
No,
you got Antonio Gibson back there. Logan Thomas is going to go in motion.
Run the same play to Terry, but the other side.
Sam Howell has time. He throws this one. It is going to be to Jameson Crowder, short of the sticks.
Well, they're forcing them to use a timeout, or they're going to not use it, and we can bleed another 40 seconds off the clock. Hey, let's fake it.
Now you want to fake it? Why couldn't we have gone for it on 4th and 1 when I said we needed to go for it on 4th and 1? Yeah, Sam Howell's a little disappointed there, and I would be too.
Fake
4th and 2.
Fake it. Wait for the play clock.
I got to jump
all
up
the way down.
Watch the snap here.
Fake it. No,
snap gets to him cleanly, and this punt is going to be up. There is an immediate flag. Caught at the 25. Douglas with some room over on the right-hand side. He's going to get clear.
There's a hold. And by the way, you said there was an immediate flag. If it's on them, it's a first down.
Because there's absolutely an immediate flag.
There is definitely a holding on New England on the return. But if it's a flag on them, I think they're calling offsides. Did he just do the offside signal?
He did the hold. He did the hold for against New England. So
that one's not as important.
Jones is staying on the sidelines right now, which could bode very well for Washington here. So let's see what we got. And the call is holding against New England. That's declined.
Offsides
against New England.
Yeah.
And that is a Washington first down.
Woo! I don't care. Let's get lucky. Let's care.
Do it. You've had a horrible call against Washington earlier. This is more than welcome here. As they, I'm not sure what that was, but we'll take it. We will absolutely take it. Yeah, that's a bad angle, but I don't know what happened there. But I'm telling you, he immediately threw that flag.
Yep.
Washington's going to get a first down. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in this game. Has a 3-point lead. Bill Belichick absolutely furious on this.
Good. You zip it, old man. Time to retire.
1st and 10, huge. Ball at the 32-yard line of Washington. Under center is Sam Howell.
Run it left. Stay in bounds.
Ryan Robinson going to dive forward. He's going to stay upright and gets a couple yards on this one. Out of
They're
nothing.
going to use their timeouts now. Yep.
Out of nothing. Another timeout from the Patriots.
Let's go, everybody who's here in the chat. If you think Washington's going to pull this one out, hit that like button. I can't believe we have 400 people in here and 135 likes. What are y'all doing to us? Come on now. Hit that like button. We'd appreciate it.
Gus Bus with the Stoner's fake punt called. Got the offside. That's all on Stoner.
Yeah. That's right. 2003 week 4, 20-17. What's the score now? 20-17.
2017.
Interesting.
Mac Jones isn't Tom Brady either. 2nd and 8. One timeout left for the Patriots. Ball. So it's 2:25 left. You got the 2-minute warning as well.
They're going to get the ball with plenty of time, but no timeouts. If Washington gets a first down, it's effectively over.
We got the I formation is back. Brian Robinson going to run. He's got some space in front of him. Oh, man, I thought there was a hole there for him. And he's going to pick up a little bit of yardage in the final timeout by the Patriots. We've got 3rd down here.
All right, let me think about this for a second. It's 3rd down, so if they run this play and they don't get it, punt it real quick. I'm trying to think outside of the box here. If you punt it real quick before the 2-minute warning, then the change of possession and the 2-minute run warning come at the same time. But then, that's dumb.
No, yeah, that's not a smart thing, Stoner.
No, yeah,
you just you run this play, you don't get the first down, and
it goes to the
it's
2-minute
going to be a 2-minute warning.
Then you punt it, and then they get that other timeout for change of possession, and then they'll have about 1:50.
Ball at the 36-yard line, line to gain at the 42.
I gotta pee.
Shotgun. He is passing. We're passing. We're going deep. What are we doing here? As De'Ami Brown was the intended target, there's not going to be a flag, and I hate this call. Why are we going deep?
Look at Jahan Dotson in the middle of the field. Did you see him?
Yeah.
Wide open on the slant.
I do not like, if you're going to pass, why is that not a short pass?
Well,
why are you going?
This kind of goes back to the theory I was getting to, although it didn't take up enough time, because they were going to get basically that free time out at the 2-minute warning. If this play can take 16 seconds, then they won't get that free time out. But if he's smart,
this ball is going to bounce and it's going to end up in the end zone.
So forget all that. There's a flag.
Got a flag.
The offense is stopped.
Against.
Let's watch body language here.
Offense is going to go ahead and go out there for the Patriots. So whatever the call is, it's not going to stop the change of possession.
So they're at the 20. Oh, dude's pissed. New England dude is pissed. Did you see that?
I missed that. Who was upset there? Are they going to be backed up? Because that would be fantastic. That looks like they're going to be lining up around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the 10. So it was a post-kick penalty, so they get to keep the ball. But like you said, they're going to go half the distance.
During the kick, holding. So another holding call.
Nice.
Against the Patriots, setting them back a little bit, but they have plenty of time. 2 minutes, 7 seconds, 2-minute warning coming up here as Douglas just lets this one roll back. And 41, a great job, Quan Martin. Way to sell it.
Nice sell, Quan.
Way to sell it. Yeah, I would be mad too, 41.
I would too.
I would be absolutely furious.
I can read his lips on that one. That was effing horse S.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's got crosses on his face, and that's not language for a guy who has crosses on his face.
So true.
Ball is actually in between the 9 and the 10 here after that penalty. Mac Jones looking to pass. This would be a great time to get that first sack. Pop Douglas is going to catch this one. David Mayo gets the tackle, but at first down here, and we've hit the 2-minute warning. Washington defense got to stay awake and keep everything in front of them here. Ref the district. We got your last 2 minutes here. Make sure you hit that like button.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't Sleep makes you great.
We've got a nail biter up at Foxborough, Washington, up 20-17 here at the 2-minute warning. Washington defense needing to step up here. I don't want this game to go to overtime. I want this game to be over. If the defense gets a stop, the game is over. But defense has to show up here. I would love the first sack of the game against Mac Jones. The defense not able to get after there. And to me, that's a bigger story with the trade, as this is you're lacking that outside pass rush. I think the defense has done a fine job today. You know, short field touchdown and a big 64-yard run are the only things this offense has been able to do against the Commanders defense. But now they've got 2 minutes, the whole field to drive. That's a lot of time, Stoner. It's a lot of time. And they don't need the touchdown, right? Patriots are
exactly right.
Okay, moving the ball down the field. If they can get the field goal, send it to overtime, they'd much rather that. They're going to try to go for the win, but they don't have to rush things. It's 4-down territory. Washington's going to be put to test here. What do you think's going to happen? Let me know in the chat, and make sure you hit that like button as well. We got more than 400 people here watching with us. Stoner, how many likes do we got here on the YouTube stream?
169. What are y'all doing?
We got to get more than that.
Come on,
that's less than half. Here we go. Fourth quarter points this season. They've scored the 5th most. They've allowed the most, and they have the 28th worst differential on that, as we've got 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at the 24-yard line. Stevenson, the upright back. Quick pass out to Hunter Henry, who is going to be able to be moved out of bounds, and that stops the clock. 5 seconds taken off there. 2nd and short coming here. 2nd and 2. Quan Martin in on the tackle. Charles Leno was trying to say that the clock should have been rolling, but that clearly was him stepping out of bounds. What's got Stoner?
That first play before the 2-minute warning, that was from the timeout. That's what they lost because they threw the ball on 3rd down.
Quick pass out. This one's going to be complete to Juju Smith-Schuster.
I mean, Washington's going to be content also defensively to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah, but this is that now they're so close to field goal position.
Yeah,
like you got to be able to do something here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mac Jones slings this one out. Oh, beautiful pass defense by Percy Butler on Henry. Reads this one correctly and makes a great stop here. Look at this defensive effort. Just undercuts this and gets that hand right on that ball.
Very well.
Great job by Percy Butler. 2nd and 10 now. 1:32 left to go in the game. Again, Washington just needing a stop as the Patriots have 0 timeouts. Washington probably happy to keep anything in the center of the field. Mac Jones looking to pass, has some time. He is going to launch this one up to the steep side, and St. Juice was the one backing up to look. Miscommunication there from the offense here, as I think that he was expecting who is this, Gesicki, to keep going or run a different route, it looks like, and launches it out there. That does stop the clock. 3rd and 10, 1:26 now.
Just got to keep everything in front of you, Nathan. Nothing over the top.
4-down territory. Stevenson still in there as the running back. I'm surprised not to see Ezekiel Elliott. We bring some pressure. We got Stevenson.
That's a screen.
And Emmanuel Forbes. Good job. Keeps him in bounds. Emmanuel Forbes with a nice wraparound. It does bring up 4th down and 4. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose it. It's 4th and 4, Stoner. Okay, come on, defense. Come on, defense. Andre Jones is in. Mac Jones has some time. Quick pass out. That is going to be caught by Smith-Schuster. Manuel Forbes in coverage.
Those guys are making
51 seconds. This is definitely a tough catch.
Making.
This is over
Jeez.
there. Yeah, that's a tough catch there. 44 seconds. Mac Jones looking to pass. Mac Jones now having to scramble. He's going to run out of bounds here and stop the clock at 38 seconds, picking up a couple of yards on that.
He was going backwards. That should keep the clock moving. That's the rule in the NFL. If you go backwards when you go out of bounds, that should keep the clock going. They should have.
Patriots kicker is warming up. Ball's at the 41-yard line. Chad Ryland's career long is 51 yards. They've got a little bit to go there. Looks like about 7 yards to go to make it in that range as
They're
Mac Jones looks to throw. Mac Jones, quick pass out. Oh, intercepted! That is intercepted by Quan Martin as it goes off Juju's hands. Washington is going to win this one. Kendall Fuller smiling. The defense celebrating in the end zone, and I might hate that celebration, but I'm loving it now. Game is over. 30 seconds left to go. We've got to go victory formation for Sam Howell in his away game. Mac Jones here throws this one down the center. Smith-Schuster not able to bring this one in. Quan Martin catches the tipped ball, and this
that's a catch, man. That's a
game. This is ball game. Mac Jones has thrown 8 interceptions. That's his 9th one. 5 have come while he's been at home. This one might not have to go on him because Smith-Schuster was the one who tipped this one up, but it's still an interception. And the Washington Commanders are going to walk away with a 20-17 victory.
Yeah. Oh, he made such a tough catch on that 4th down play. His momentum was going one direction. The pass went the other, and he used all hands to catch that. Man.
There you go. Victory formation for Washington. 1 snap away, and that is it. Washington winning this one with some extracurriculars there from the defense, getting in Sam Coffey's face.
He's going to get fined for that.
And they're just letting this one roll because they know any kind of penalty is just going to stop this, and there's absolutely no need to do it. Washington getting a victory. Turnover when it matters. You're absolutely right, Sam Howell, or Yam there with the comment. Sam Howell getting to do that victory formation. Washington winning. We've got an instant reaction coming up here. Catch that here on the channel in just a little bit. It will be on all of our platforms. We've got Day After Reckoning tomorrow. Let us know what you want to see in that. And oh my goodness, don't sleep on these Washington Commanders going 9-1 in their last 10 November games with an absolute shot at getting back in the playoff hunt. And I don't want to hear it. I'm talking playoffs because we still got a lot of season left to go. If you believe in Sam Howell, you got to believe in this team's ability to come back and win. Our play-by-plays are brought to you by Don't Sleep Energy, and they are also presented to you by Bet Online. And we will be back with that instant reaction. So make sure you check that out here in a little bit. Man. And make sure you hit that like button, sub up. And until next time,
victory!
Be a fan.